MisterShnitzel is now live streaming Dungeons Amp Dragons. The party takes a moment to rest a blunder Dungeons Amp Dragons. Hello boyo. I rarely get this first. Yay. Yeah, Marble. LMAO. I'm also good HPU. We will see. Nobody cares how Panda's doing. OMG, wait, join the stream thingy with HHRM. Yai hi hi. Rara. She is pregnant but now has her own car so it evens out. Okay, I will wreck your TikTok with notifications. Joe. XD. Doodle be yamming. How bad could I possibly be? Dude, I haven't watched the lyrics in so long. Not the three-way. Hell yeah, I conquer both the first. S a fucking menace. Pussy as fuck. Yes, the terrible twos hit early with this guy. He LLV 2 in a month and a half. He's sitting on my lap watching YouTube on the TV because I took my iPad from him. Oh, he made a friend today, which is huge cause like he has none. DnD DBAD. CV free. Ayu. Jarvis, can we do three-way? LMAO. Joe. LMFAO. Why we have flashbang of DnD. Joke. Who the fuck is commending this campaign? MisterShnitzel is the DM. Tag fresh. Oh, now. Something. Something else. We lie yav.
Alright, thank you, Marriage, for the donation to the community game night! The Schnitz community game night, thank you! Thank you, Marriage. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in for another big, fun, exciting episode of our party's adventure into the castle of Argensvossholt. so exciting. Welcome in. What's up?
We have 11 days left.
What's
to
up,
make
Space, Maruj, Serby? Welcome in, everyone. Scooby, Scoopers. Hello, good to see you all. Very, very exciting. Oh, good times. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, we're in for such a good, fun, exciting episode today. Will our heroes figure out exactly what it is that they need to do to escape such a horrible place? Unharmed and with their lives? With their lives? Don't they want to escape with their lives? I hope so. So our party is going to be continuing deeper and deeper into the bowels of this castle. Well, I guess more into the rafters and up into the balconies of the less the bowels, more the upper parts of the castle. Anyways, anywho, very excited. Good to see you all here. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend so far. Big birthday. We're still in our birthday intro. Hell yeah. Very exciting. Big birthday weekend for the boy, me. For the boy, me. Birthday boy here. Very excited. Welcome in. I guess we're already running a little late. We're already running a tad late here, so we're just gonna hop into it. Welcome in, everyone. Get some snacks, get something to drink, as we are going to just jump straight into the campaign today, into our little recap of where our party's been, where they're going, and
First DnD
what's
campaign
happening.
Because someone slacked on getting one together before.
Alrighty. Without further ado, we are going to be canceling. We're going to be closing speech chat. We're going to be closing the TTS feature, so we're not distracted, so we're able to focus on the story and everything happening. But we will be having a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys are ready to jump back into the world of Faerun. The realm.
Panda 0513, I was about to say it's only his first cause our DM.
All right. Without further ado, we are going to be jumping into it. Here we go. Almost there. Here we go.
That should be it.
Indeed.
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh my god.
Less than half
Oh,
of the
yes. Oh, we are returning. So we'll do a little recap. Let me just get this. Let me get this music. Here we are.
Returning.
Our spooky Harry Potter-esque music. Very spooky. But, so to recap. Whoa! Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Oh my god.
So
Oh my Jesus, I nearly kicked my ring light over. Okay, everything's fine.
But for a little recap, so our party was on their way southbound down the Slavich Road, along the Gallic Mountains, and on their way, they were tricked, they were ambushed by a group of bandits led by none other than Strahd von Zarovich himself, or called upon, I should say. They were paid by Strahd to intercept your group on the way down to the Amber Temple, and to trade you over to Strahd von Zarovich for him to have his way with you and deal with you himself. But after you were ambushed and our party was tied up and thrown onto the dirt, and as they were about to be sold to the great Dark Lord of Barovia, our party members were able to successfully escape and managed to find their way into the decrepit ruins of the Argensvost Holt, the castle of Lord von Argensvost. And as they've been exploring and finding their way kind of around in different bits of the castle, and finding different little secrets and little treasures along the way, and fighting off strange, some small and some very large and potentially very dangerous enemies along their way through Arkansas Holt. They had also found a beautiful woman, a spirit, I should say, a spirit of a beautiful woman, who had given to them some instructions. Well, I'm actually going to read through everything she had said to our party before. And she said, as she appeared before the eyes of our hero, she had said, "The once noble order." Let me hold on. The once noble order of the Silver Dragon now dwells in disgrace, ensnared by the will of Vladimir Horngard, Vladimir's heart is driven by deep-seated hatred. My own spirit, too, is bound to this place, trapped by Vladimir's malice, him yearning for release. Vladimir, consumed by his loathing for Count Stradvan Zorovich, broods in his throne room. He is a formidable and merciless foe, so heed my warning, as I have warned others. Do not underestimate Vladimir. The magic entwined within my father, Argensvost bones, holds the key to liberating Vladimir from his hatred, offering a much-deserved peace to the knights. The knights she's referring to are the revenants. Some of the revenants bearing the order, the Silver Dragon order you've seen on their kind of on their tabards and their armor and their shields. But she's saying liberating Vladimir from his hatred would offer much-deserved peace to the knights, the revenants of this castle. It is cruel that those who fought so valiantly in life are now compelled to battle in death against such darkness. But if you retrieve my father's skull, accessing the mausoleum will be no easy task. It is heavily guarded by Vladimir's knights, and any attempt at entry would swiftly provoke a fierce response, rallying all knights to its defense. Yet not all are consumed by the hatred that fuels Vladimir's vendetta against Strahd. A few knights and spirits disillusioned with his endless cycle of rage stand ready to unite with Sir Godfrey. Together, they could persuade Vladimir to end his hostility and allow my father's skull to be rightfully placed in the mausoleum. These few souls wandering the halls of Argensvost could lend their support in the name of my father. Seek out Sir Pius the Righteous, Sir Fortis the Defiler, Sir Morik the Romantic, Sir Sonnet the Poet, and the ghost of Sister Marcia. Their aid could be crucial in your quest to bring peace to this accursed place and the lands of Barovia forever. And she said this to our party as she faded away and was not to be seen again. But so, that is kind of where our party is at now. The party has found and spoken to the ghost of Sister Marcia, who has asked them to bury her bones in the cemetery out behind Argensvost Holt. But on their way to find the cemetery and bury her bones, they actually were caught off guard and ambushed by a Drider, a large centaur spider, a half-human, half-spider monstrosity had ambushed them along with a spider revenant, kind of the web-bound soul of some long-lost knight. But after defeating them, they were left very tired, exhausted, and with not many options, they decided to rest within the haunted halls of this great castle. But that is exactly where we will be picking up. And, all right, here we are. We will travel back to the second floor where you'd all found spots to rest, kind of around the balcony above the church, which you had found earlier that day, but it is exactly where we'll be picking up, I should say.
On the throne, like Tunko deserves.
All right, and there it is, Tunko's resting spot on the throne overlooking the church below.
Being
We also-
house cat.
I actually just realized while I was reading through all of that, I just realized Lalise is not here.
Yeah, Laws is not here.
And he did not message me about not being able to make it, so I'm assuming...
Wow. I can't believe you. Such a bad DM. You just did not notice one of your
I
party
was gonna
members.
say, I don't know if you want to like.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes you guys just stroll in without saying anything at the last second, and Laws is also super quiet. Laws of all the entire party is the most kind of to him. He keeps to himself, and he's very kind of. He doesn't really speak that much when he hops in. He doesn't announce himself. He doesn't say hi to anyone. He just kind of pops into the VC. So I just kind of assumed he was there.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, he's not here. So we're going to say that I guess we'll figure it out. He's still resting in this room, off to this side here.
Just all by his lonesome.
Yeah.
But
He just didn't wake up.
Processing the trauma of what he
20
witnessed last night.
messages were deleted by a moderator? Wait, what happened?
Me, I got timed out. I'm up to
Oh.
20 timeouts, baby. Woo!
Oh my god.
Next goal's 30, baby.
He fucked around and found out a little bit with the
Dude, I'm just hoping if I send out in your community, it adds for schnitzels, because that's my goal. Anyways, you're gonna check. No, he's not, because he's not drunk. No.
Alright,
I just always assume drunk.
well here, you're a human, right? Mr. Gunther?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, so Rangil and
rumor anyway.
Maruch, or sorry, Rangil and Kosara, roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Something lurking in the dark.
This is gonna go really well, guys.
Baby, first roll. Hey,
That's not bad.
Starting strong.
that's not bad.
16 isn't terrible. I just hope that's not as low as it's.
Well,
Well, it doesn't really
I
matter.
think it's gonna be a good session today.
I blame Tonko.
Okay, so
blame
Rangil,
you
because
too.
so you guys are the elves here, so you guys would be meditating, not sleeping.
Yeah.
But Rangil, with your 16 perception check, you would be the first to kind of awake from your meditation. And you start to hear the sound of what sounds like marching. It sounds like soldiers marching. As you hear the jingle of armor as it claps and claps, and you hear one set of footsteps, and then it sounds like 2 or 3, possibly 4, as you start to hear it coming out from the hallway here.
Isn't Kosara out there?
Indeed, she is with a
Just
8
one Kasara march.
with an 8 in perception. She's not quite catching this sound.
Blissfully unaware.
Yeah, very much still in her trance. But you start to hear the sound of this marching, and suddenly what comes into view is several revenants bearing the sigil of the silver dragon as they look with their empty eye sockets. As they coldly turn their heads, you almost hear their bones creaking as it clinks, their armor clinks against each other as they turn and look at you. But then, without a word, they look back and they continue marching.
Damn.
Or
You guys must be boring as fuck then.
we should throw Tonko at them like a bowling ball.
Please do. Please go for it.
But
Just remember, I have a fucking pyramid head crossbow.
That is something you see as you're kind of waking up, or so to speak, you're kind of coming to from your meditation. But then next to be Kosara would kind of come to, and she didn't catch this. She was still kind of in her. She was kind of still in her mind and still kind of in her own realm within herself as she was meditating. But you guys, how did Rangil react to seeing all this?
Rangil's gonna kind of just sit there kind of in shock. Like, did I really just get like ignored by a bunch of revenants? Like he's like I feel like if they're regular revenants, like at least he's thinking this. It's like if they were regular revenants, they would have come in and attacked him. So he's kind of in shock that he just kind of got ignored, especially if they completely acknowledged him. So he's kind of gonna just sit there in shock for a couple seconds. But after finally like getting over it, he's gonna slowly make his way over to the door, and he's gonna peek his head out.
And you peek your head out,
Just
and you turn your head, and you see Kosara is still sitting right where you remember she had kind of started her meditation the night before.
And she's like slowly starting to wake up kind of now too, or?
Mm-hmm. She would now be kind of blinking, her eyes would kind of be coming to as you poke your head through.
Rengil is going to turn his head to Kosara, and he's gonna say in a kind of hushed whisper, but it'll also be kind of loud to like kind of get Kosara's attention, but it's not gonna be super loud. Just be like, hey Kosara, come here. I need to talk to you. Kind of thing.
Okay.
And he's gonna kind of just come back and hope Kosara heard him.
I'm gonna follow.
And then Rengil's gonna close the door behind her because we can't have people stalking. And he's gonna be like, all right. And he's gonna be like, all right. So I just woke up. I don't know if you saw this, but like I just woke up. And I look out the door, and there was like this band of revenants that just walked right by the door, and it was out of the ordinary. They turned and they looked directly at me, like made eye contact with me, and then they just continued walking down as if
Kayla,
I wasn't
Guy,
there,
welcome in.
but they knew I was there.
Sorry, I
at the
was trying to
same
make my
time.
mic and it changed my scene. Welcome, you guys.
You know, that sounds weird. How? They didn't even say anything?
Absolutely nothing. I awoke to their rattling down the hallway, and I turned to look out the door, and I see 4 revenants all marching down the hallway, and they all stop right outside the door, and they just look in at me and then continue their march as if I wasn't there. It was super out of the ordinary.
Kasara would like put her finger on her chin and start thinking. Well, you remember Lingurvich, right? He was convinced he was still alive and serving his lord. Do you think they had an order to march around and patrol things?
I feel like if they had the order to patrol, do you think if they would have seen us, they would have at least come to check in on us? I feel like there's got to be something more than just they were ordered to patrol and they think they're patrolling, because I feel like they would have, seeing strangers within their keep, I feel like they wouldn't have been so passive about it.
That's true. You're right.
And seeing as you were right outside the door, right next to them as they marched by, it eludes me.
Did you move at all during their contact? Maybe they don't see unmoving things.
Maybe. I don't think I moved. I'm pretty sure I was sat in shock that they didn't do anything.
Huh. That is weird, but do you think we should be cautious of them?
I think we should definitely probably be a little more cautious. I think sleeping inside of this keep was on its own a very risky move by the 5 of us. But I think we should probably keep our eyes out for more bands of revenants like that. Make sure if the rest of them are like that, we just don't want to bother them. Make sure we don't try to. I don't know if engaging in conversation with them would be the smartest.
And as you guys are kind of discussing this in hushed tones, suddenly around now, Tunko and Gunther And Thraxis, all roll me perception checks as well.
Let's go, baby. First roll of the night. Let me cook. Again,
Good lord.
Ooh.
perception. I remember how to do. Oh god, there's perception. Let me cook. Nat 20, baby. Okay.
Well,
unnatural
20.
Yeah.
Dirty
Still
20.
better than y'all.
Okay.
Never mind. Gunther cook. Never mind.
I was gonna say,
No,
Gunther got a
second better than
18
all.
plus 6.
Yes, sir.
Thraxis is not a fucking morning person, evidently. It's a fine.
All right.
The only reason I woke up before you is because I wasn't drunk.
Thraxis is nocturnal.
And Gunther would be the first of the non-elves to kind of wake from an actual sleep. And you kind of blink your eyes open and you look around and you see Gunther would see Rangiel and Kasara kind of speaking with each other near the railing here, and seeing that they've already woken up. But you look around and you see Tunko still kind of slumped over, sleeping in the throne, and Thraxis is kind of still resting up against the wall.
Oh, God. Gunther will kind of like stretch, get up from being slumped across the throne, or slumped next to the throne, and we'll come over to Gassar and Rango.
Oh, good. How did you end up sleeping, Gunther? Did anything? Was there anything you noticed in your sleep? Because-
any things that I noticed in my sleep.
Yeah, at all. Well, because
We're bringing our A game to.
Sorry, let
man.
me clarify. No, Thraxis is not thrusting up against the wall. He's resting up against the wall.
well, you might be doing that too, but who knows?
It will be canon.
Hey, don't speak for him. All right, he can. It's his character to roleplay if he wants to.
That's why I
try.
said might. That's why I said might. I don't speak for Thraxis.
I didn't mean to.
I don't-
didn't mean to interrupt. I just.
I don't speak for Thraxis. But yeah, was there anything that may have interrupted your sleep? Because I woke up to a band of four revenants. I could only assume of this silver dragon that walked by the room, and it seemed very apparent that they noticed me and they were aware of me, but they did nothing.
I see. So they were aware of you, but they simply just went along their way.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
perhaps-
I woke up and I look out the door because we left the doors open, and I see these four revenants all marching down the hallway, and they all turn and they look at me, and then they just continued on their way. It was an extremely strange, experience. I didn't think they would have just ignored me.
Well, seeing as that they did not engage in combat, I would wager that, perhaps they were on orders, and perhaps they did not see us as the enemy yet. And didn't we also observe them fighting the spider creatures that we encountered earlier? So perhaps they are patrolling this fort of some kind, and perhaps we're just This makes me think about everything here. And Gunther will then kind of just go over here in deep thought and look out the balcony. I do think that perhaps we best steer clear of their way, but it doesn't seem like we are a threat enough for them to really make anything more than notice in our way.
It definitely appears that way. I think if we do come into contact with more of these patrolling revenant guards, I think our best course of action is probably to not engage with them in any form and let them continue their orders or whatever they may be up to.
I would tend to agree with you, and I do recall that along our journey here, we did encounter two of them at a bridge, and they were in fight. But they were in conversation, did not pay us any mind either. They also seemed to be not really aware that they were deceased. So perhaps there's much of the same at play here.
I think you might be onto something with that. it leads me to wonder how we could have ever come into contact with Sir Lingervich. I don't understand how he was able to make out our presence and how he was able to acknowledge us and speak with us and I guess coexist with us while not.
Gunther wouldn't be too familiar with Sir Lingervich. He might have to give him some more info as to who you're referring to.
Gunther has encountered him.
I think Gunther saw. Yeah, I think we pulled Lingervich out twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
During Gunther's time. But yeah, it's just it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder about him because how was he able to recognize us and converse with us while all of these other revenants have never really ever spoken to us?
Well, perhaps I'm not in the case in regards to Lingervich. I remember him. He was the headless fellow who thought he had a body right at the inn. Oh.
Yep, that was our Lingervich.
So perhaps maybe necromancy and magic in play, or perhaps this place is maybe cursed, or some sort of magic.
I would probably err on the side of it being cursed. I think there's been many bad negative energies moving throughout this entire land. It's never felt like there was anything good going on here since we woke up.
I see.
And as Gunther and Rangular kind of discussing the Lingervich and what could possibly be causing these revenants to be up and about walking around, next would be Tunko. Tunko would kind of start waking up.
Tunko time. What would Tunko do right now? Tunko would start sobbing because he dreamt about alcohol. Now he realizes that it was only a dream, and he doesn't have any alcohol.
It's as you guys are discussing amongst each other, you start to hear the sounds of a gnome crying behind you.
And Rangil will kind of just glare over Gunther's shoulder, this guy. This one is. Well, he won't say this guy. He'll be this one is awake.
Gunther will turn around.
Say this guy.
He wouldn't.
Gunther will turn around and be like, "Oh, I see. Tunko, how are you faring today?"
I dreamt I had alcohol, and then I woke up, and then I realized it was dreamt.
I'm sure we could find some alcohol around here.
No, trust me, I've tried.
Well, that being the case, also be wary of alchemist bottles lying around. But I assure you, should be fine. So
Don't remind
here.
Yeah, whatever.
Almost drinking the Molotov cocktail last session.
Would you like
I asked for wine. You said, "Oh, there's a bottle over here." So it's all right. He gave me wine. You fucked me over.
It's also called
That
Alchemist
didn't
Fire.
I see.
No, it could just be strong kind of wine.
I don't.
It's a strong kind of wine. But
Sounds
I would
very
say
strong.
Whatever. He said, "That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep sobbing."
It's okay, Tunko. We'll find you something to drink. Don't you worry, my friend. I owe you a bottle or two.
I don't need to find something to drink. I could drink this bottle right now. I would die, but I could drink it. I need wine.
A bottle of never mind.
Something with more than 0.0% alcohol content. I need it.
I can
And the,
conjure it
0.01
in illusion
bet.
if you'd like one.
The shrill shrieking of the gnome whining about not having any alcohol would suddenly wake up Thraxus, as Thraxus would also awake again from his slumber. You would look over, and in front of you, from your spot on the floorboards there, you'd see Gunther kind of with a hand on the shoulder of Tunko as him and Rangil are kind of standing next to the throne. And beside you,
What is that racket?
Kasara is squatting beside you or something, I assume. I don't know.
Oh shit, what up?
And point at us as I close the door. to like join us in the conversation.
Morning, everyone.
Hello,
Why is the small one making so much
There's
noise?
no
What is
wine.
happening?
I dreamt about wine, but
okay,
I was
should
only
have
dreamt.
known.
He
I
has an
should have known.
attachment to.
He does enjoy his spirits.
I'm gonna start going through withdrawals here soon.
Belle of
No, I
Seattle
didn't even
says, who hurt him?
You heard him? That fucker who took my 20 bottles of wine. Oh, I can't wait to get that back.
Well, before we get those back, also remember that they are drugged. Perhaps, use some magic.
Well, no, Schnitz said they might not all be drugs, because I swear to God, if they are,
Well,
I will be not happy.
I think most of them were drunk.
We must, be
I'll
wary.
taste test every one of them to find out which ones weren't and weren't. Don't worry.
It's just,
Religion,
you're just
money,
swinging. You're just
anything
swinging wine. Gulp, pass out.
Yeah,
they wake
I'll
you
take-
up. Swing another one.
Yeah.
pass out.
Just roll a
Yeah.
d20. Anything
Going
under
through
19
fucking
is just immediate
20 con
knockout.
saves.
Yeah, he just falls to
It's
the
the
ground every
magic,
time.
Dude, that was like
It's
all of my gold, I
almost
think, is the issue. Hold on.
Oh man.
No, I still have 19 gold to find someone who probably will
Dude.
also sell.
Touch Jesus.
Half is going down.
Oh boy.
I see.
I think they're onto something. Wonder how Tunko needs drugs.
Yeah, and as you all kind of awake and you guys are kind of grouping up in this room now.
It's
Oh,
a winter.
Oh, winter.
It's a winter.
Oh my god.
Hello, guys.
Winter.
Oh my god, it's winter.
Oh my god.
It is my birthday. I have turned 30 this day.
Happy
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, we have to pull up the
birthday.
video. We gotta pull up the video. We gotta pull up the video.
Happy birthday. Well, no, not right now, but
Happy birthday,
Well,
Winter.
it was
happy birthday, Winter.
30 minutes, 34 minutes past. But y'all live in the
well.
past, so technically
No,
I live in
it's
the
today.
past.
No, it's same. It's same for me.
Oh, okay,
You
well,
ain't getting shit for me. It's not your birthday anymore. I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
I guess. Happy late birthday.
I'm omnipotent. I live in all presents and futures and pasts. I am Tunko. Alright.
But okay, so I was gonna say, well, okay, we'll do this then. So as you guys are all finding each other, waking up, and grouping up here, you do hear. I thought Lalise was joining, but you hear Aurelior still snoring kind of loudly from the from behind the door and kind of around the corner here. Sounds like he's still fast asleep. But I guess Lyra, where did Lyra get off to?
She was in the.
I ran where? I don't
the
know.
room. In the room adjacent
Yeah,
to where we
it's the
found
room
the
with the baby.
revenants. Or not the revenants, the ghosts.
Right. So
where we found the spirit of the nurse, or whatever her name was.
right. So
The jump scare
Lyra.
lady.
After Kosaro and FBI open up on the fucking door.
So she's in the
No,
same,
no,
she's
not
on the same
FBI
floor as
open up.
us, on the same floor.
Yeah, we almost did it again.
Yeah,
We were
Lyra,
like,
Lyra
this guy.
would have been asleep with her baby, with the baby she found in the forest.
baby.
The babu. And
Yes, and if you hear sounds of the baby, I'm also.
Gaga.
Your baby.
It is me and baby.
Gaga.
but yeah, Lyra, you would find yourself, you kind of wake up. You would also, where are you at? Unharmed. You don't really need a long rest, but you kind of fell asleep, and as you wake up, you look around, and you seem to be in the room where you'd all spoken to that ghost before, but she has since disappeared. But yeah, you're kind of. They haven't really made enough noise that you would have heard anything, but you just notice you're not with the party, and you don't know exactly where they've gone off to.
Where the hell has everyone gone? Again.
It reminds me of the airport. Bean!
I was honestly just thinking the same fucking thing. Beasley.
Goo goo.
Are you guys
Sorry,
able
if
to,
you hear real baby noises, it's because it's a real baby.
Are you guys able to see Lyra, Winter's character, in the other room?
Nope.
Up to the north?
No.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
We have doors closed.
Right,
Oh
but
shit, that's right, we do have Ghost Rider.
I'm going to... Well, you don't have to open the door. She's much further than that. But I'm going to give you all...
She's like right here.
Yeah, I'm going to... So now you guys should be able to see her?
No.
I still see... Well, should I be looking on your end?
What about if I do this?
Nope.
Negative.
Dang it. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I could just pull up your stream.
No, you guys would have to. I gave you all observer privileges on Lyra, but you'd have to restart your
Then changing.
Forge. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Dream snipe. Don't worry.
Right, you can just see the stream. But yeah. So Lyra, you are in this cobwebbed, dirty, and it looks almost ransacked room with bits and baubles laying all around, and you do not see where your party is.
Where have they gone?
Indeed, that is the question.
I'm trying to sign into this. It's not working. So
Okay,
I
well,
cannot
while
see.
you're figuring that out, we'll
Sorry.
get back to back to the party over here. But it seems everyone has kind of woken up, and you're all safe somehow.
I see. We're all here, but where's Aurelior?
Aurelia is
I don't know.
in the next room.
He is. I see.
And as you kind of listen more closely, you hear him snoring. His dragonborn through his big dragon nostrils. You hear a loud snoring coming from around the corner in the other room.
God damn.
Because that is how
The
dragons
dedication.
He would.
Absolutely.
That's how Aurelia would.
Yeah, and let me guess, there's also like Z's coming out of his head too while we're at it, if we're going that far.
Of course.
Yeah, they're like
And
comic.
there's a little thought bubble with little sheep jumping over a fence.
Oh yeah, you can't forget that either. Tango's still sobbing.
I see.
Snoring like
Well, it
Pegasus and
seems that
Hercules.
Aurelior is asleep, but he shall be okay. We'll definitely notice if anything happens. I've got to kind of like look over the railing and just kind of like be deep in thought.
Would Thraxus have been able to hear like any of their voices, like while he was still half asleep?
No, you would have been still pretty REM sleep mode when they were talking.
God, I wish that were me. Okay.
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 Whoops. Sorry.
Okay.
That was pretty good, actually.
Gunther, what's up? So Thraxus, how do you fare?
Well, I have somewhat recovered from our combat situation, but I have to wonder if I am going to be traveling with you. I need to know what your purpose is. Why are you traveling?
Get
here?
my wine back. That's the goal. Nothing else.
That's his goal. We don't associate.
I had fought with you just as a matter of necessity, as we were all just sort of thrust into battle with each other, but I don't know any of you, and if I am going to travel with you, I would like to know something about you and what your purpose is. You mentioned Strahd when I first arrived and were wary of me working for him, but I imagine, your adventures might have something to do with taking him down, or, something along those lines, or at least resisting him to some degree if you are worried about me being part of his forces.
That is, seeing as that we just encountered you and you did aid us, that is only fair. And then Gunther will look to Gasara and Rengo. So tell me, because I would be wondering the same thing, what is your reasoning for going against Strahd and how you even began this journey and got to know each other?
I low-key forgot. It's been so long since we actually talked about it. I low-key forgot what it was.
So as you ask Rengil this, his mind is sent back in sort of a flashback where he remembers as he had woken up in an inn. An inn he wasn't familiar with. After he was in a dream with a couple of other members from the party that he was not familiar with Aurelior and Aoa and Morven, and you had all woken up in a strange dream. In a strange dream, you had all shared together, and but after you had gone through this dream in this strange place together, you had all found yourself waking up in this same inn, and you were asked by a man who you were not familiar with, but he said he'd pay you if you helped him deliver something. And after you had finished your delivery through the gates into Barovia, you had found yourself trapped within the fog, and that is kind of because it has been a while. It has been almost a year since that happened. Since that sequence.
You know what she should have done, Schnitz? Told him nothing and let him forget, because it would have been very funny. If Rangel just did not remember why we were here.
Strangler was just like, yeah, we're here to kill Strahd.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know
here to
why.
do something.
Staring at there,
I don't know why. It's just
that would have been.
we just want Strahd dead, man.
Yeah, we need him dead for reasons, don't you know?
But yeah, so when you ask him, yeah, so you can respond how you would, knowing with now remembering what happened.
So Rengil will look up to the both of them, kind of I wouldn't say if he was doing it longingly, but he'll kind of just stare, and he's just so a long time ago, back before we met really any of you guys, me, Aurelior, and a couple others who have found their own way, all somehow found ourselves within the same dream inside of this mansion, and after exploring the mansion, we found ourselves awake in this land of Barovia, but we knew nothing of how we got there, or where we were, or what was going on. We met each other for the first time in these dreams, and then we wake up and we met each other as if, I don't know, it was a strange experience. But after meeting, we were sent to, what was the town? Sorry, that was out of character, but what was the town that we were sent to again? So many of these towns have so many weird names.
That was in character. What was the name again?
Just some outer voice. Yeah, what was the name again?
So you were all tasked to take a carriage, to deliver a carriage to the village of Barovia.
Oh, to the village. Yeah. So we wake up in this inn together, and the innkeeper asks that we help and accompany this carriage that he needed to bring to the village of Barovia, and so we oblige and we find ourselves there. And we get there, and the burgomaster has died, and his son and his daughter Irina, words, the same character. They're both ginger, and they're both psychopaths. They're both ginger, and they're both psychopaths. And we meet Irina, and we meet his son and Irina, and the night we get there, we're attacked by, it was werewolves that night, right? Yeah, we're attacked by werewolves, only to be greeted. It was werewolves that night, wasn't it?
Just regular wolves.
It was wolves, okay, regular wolves. We were attacked by wolves that night, and it was only that we were met by Strahd that night, right? I need to recall all this right, because this was a year ago, and so I'm struggling. It was Strahd did appear, or no? I know he appeared in the church when we were visiting the one dude's son. No, we were burying a different burgomaster.
That was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
what's
so many burgomasters have died,
You're
bro.
kind of confusing the storyline from Village of Barovia and
Well, no.
Valaki.
No, we got to Barovia, and then we met the burgomaster's son, and then we met
He does.
Irina, and then and he was like, yeah, my dad died, and so we were like, and then
Right.
and we spent the night there, and then the wolves attacked, and so we killed all the wolves, and then we went with the son and Lyra, and we went and buried the dad, and then the brother was like, yeah, so they're actually all after Irina because for some reason Strahd has taken a liking to my sister, and so I don't want her to stay here because we don't have the means of protecting her, but it seems like you do, so you can go, you can take her with you, and I want you guys to find a safe place to get her. And so we were like, yeah, so we're gonna kill Strahd, and we're gonna find a safe place for Irina. And then we
And don't
dropped
forget the
Irina
guy
off
with creepy hair doll guys.
Oh yeah, that was a different time
That
though.
was more when you traveled to Valaki. But yeah.
That
So
was-
yeah.
okay.
So what he's kind of what Rangil is describing is they've only recently kind of completed helping that man from Village of Barovia and delivering his sister to the safety of Krezik, which is very recently that happened.
Yeah, and so now our primary goal is, at least mine, is to find a way to take Strahd out of power so I can get out of whatever this accursed land is and go back to my home and my life. That said, my home isn't anywhere, as I was exiled from my temple, but I'd rather be anywhere but here.
Right, and he's basically you Gunther and Thraxus, your characters would both be sort of familiar with the thick mile high walls of fog that surround Barovia, and if anyone was to try to leave through the fog around Barovia, none have returned. So he's basically just describing if they are to defeat Strahd, they could finally leave. Is kind of what he's.
Yeah, that's Rangil's line of reasoning, is like, if we as a group can find a way to kill Strahd, those of us who are here who don't come from here can go back to our regular, maybe not so regular lives outside of wherever we are.
I see. I see.
Where is it?
And under his under like muttered breath, Gunther would be like, so that's how I got lost. That's how it happened. Just kind of look at disgust. But then Gunther will like quickly look up to Grisara. Hey, Grisara, what is your story, my friend?
Well, I joined the party here quite later in their journey, but I do say so that I was but a humble a hermit in the woods when I needed to go to the city to buy some rations. As I was going through the forest, you say there was a fog everywhere, right? I think I never get lost in the woods, but this time, when I came to the supposed city, I came out in a completely unexpected place. It was, as you know, Barovia. When I tried to go back and tried to retrace my step, there was this weird feeling inside the fog, so I decided to stay, at least for the night in the inn. And that's when I found my party here.
I see.
With Rangil and Aurelia included.
In a tavern in the village of Valaki.
I see.
In village of
I
Valaki.
see.
I thought it was Barovia.
I see.
I see, says the blind man.
And then we picked up a gnome.
And then there's this guy. He just tagged along. I don't know. We tried to get rid of him so many times. He just won't go away. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He thinks we're gonna give him alcohol. Like, what?
He knows damn well you aren't, but he's getting paid, which that money will be in turn to use for like a pool of wine bottles. Not of wine bottles. So I jump in, I shatter them, and stab myself in glass. But
Can't
Tunko
wait to
didn't
kill
think that
the
part.
rod so that Tunko can go back to being an alcoholic.
Go back. You say that like
Go
he ever
back
stopped.
to being a full-time alcoholic.
Oh,
Doesn't
you're
have to worry
right.
about anything.
I don't think this
Doesn't
is
have to worry about
stopping.
anything. Doesn't have to go anywhere. He just sits there and just.
Well, no, he has to worry about the weird man.
The weird man? No, he doesn't have
The
to
weird
live
guy
there.
in
He
the back
just
of his
gets
son.
alcohol and he can just sit in the middle of a street and just alcohol.
Fair enough. Yeah, Tunko's not gonna explain himself. He's too busy sobbing.
Yeah.
He's
Kinda
still
found a
sobbing.
Who just wanted
Yeah.
to get out of
He's
this
going
place.
through alcohol withdrawals or something.
Oh boy.
He's hungover.
And
No,
I
because
woke
he
up-
hasn't had alcohol. This is the first
Oh,
night in
that's
years
so-
he's not woken up hung.
What was
Ah,
Kasara, what
working
was
out.
Kasara saying?
And as I was done with Tanko, like, yeah, we picked up this guy because he really wanted to get out of his village. But what reasons bring you with us?
Gunther will kind of take a pause and look over the balcony. I was lost. I was, I am a traveling bard after all, and I was going somewhere I can't honestly recollect. I'm not sure where I was going, but I had made a promise a long time ago, and Gunther will look up. Shit. And then Gunther will be like, kind of like looking at his side, looking around him, just kind of frantically. Damn it, I left it with the pack. And then quickly kind of collect himself. A small token, I believe you've seen it. A jester doll. Along my pack. It's a memento of a promise I've made. A reasoning for my journey.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I need it back. But I was adventuring, and somehow I ended up at Line. Was it Kresik?
Kresik.
Yeah, Kresik.
You got
I
it.
ended up.
-1.
I was Line. I ended up at Kresik, and I was at the gate, and as I ventured forth, and that's how I came to be here. But being along with all of you, and Gunther will look around, and also Thraxis included, we, I guess, are, for the moment, I do wish to get out of here. I still have a promise to keep. Anything to get out of this cursed land, as you put it, Ringo.
And we goddamn will.
I hope we will. Or else
Because I like
all that
crosses
we've
the
all, or
I
else all
don't
that
care
we've
where we
done.
go. I just want wine.
We need to get a muzzle. We need to invest in a muzzle.
And look towards Thraxis. So what brings you here then? Since we have all explained ourselves. Care to share?
Yeah, I was about to say, now that Thraxis has now kind of heard from at least everyone that's awake, their kind of purpose for being here, what they seek to, what their end goal in this place is.
Well, I spent my childhood and most of my young adulthood in the wilds. I had learned my druidic arts from a gnome druid mentor. And at one point, while I was asleep, they just disappeared. And I've been searching for him ever since. I had been flying quite a ways around this area, trying to spy any sign of him, asking any animals I could find. And that was when I landed in this area, just to rest and hopefully get some sort of water, food, or something to just recharge myself. And that's when I stumbled upon you. But as a child, I was just in the wilds. I never really spent any time amongst, civilization and in cities and anything, just in the woods. I came just accustomed to the company of only the creatures of the wild. And as such, I've just become very slow to trust anyone other than wild creatures. So, but that doesn't preclude me from being willing to protect people in need, which is why I helped you all when we were attacked by those ghosts and Drydas. But I have a suspicion that my mentor is outside of this area, so I feel like it would behoove me to join you on your journey to stop Strahd and get out of this area as well, because I have searched as far as I can and have found no sign of him.
When Thraxis mentions his druidic mentor, she would chuckle to herself and say, "So we share more than love for nature then." As she would come to Thraxis and say, "We're gonna help you find him maybe after this adventure ends. I know quite a lot of druids in the forests. Maybe we could go and ask them after this all is over."
Oh, I would appreciate that greatly. That gnome is like a father to me. He was the really only non-animal companion that I had growing up. And as I said, he taught me all of the druidic arts that I know. He's the reason I am able to defend for myself. So when he disappeared, it was a great blow to me. And I am desperate to find him and make sure he is all right.
Does he have wine?
Tanko, we will have some wine. We have pressing matters to
I wasn't
resolve.
talking, I was asking you. he's gonna finally, because this whole time he's been
No,
curled up in the throne, like
no,
cuddling the crossbow.
he-
He's finally gonna get up and point at her. He said, "I wasn't asking you." And then he's gonna go crawl back into the throne and curl up around his large crossbow, which is as long as him, and keep cuddling it while sobbing.
Gunther's gonna reach out and just pat Tunko. "Don't worry, my friend. We'll find you all of the wine. And I'm sure at the end of this journey, Strahd will have the best one you've ever had. Maybe that will be some incentive. to
If
take
he
you
doesn't,
that
what
way."
if you guys aren't living to see tomorrow?
And then Gunther will
Damn.
pause, and just awkwardly pat Tunko.
But another person on my list of people I don't like here will not wake up. If he doesn't have the coolest wine I've ever tasted, like if I don't take one sip of that and I black out drunk, bad things will happen.
Don't you worry, my friend. You'll find the best. I'm sure of it. Alright. Now that we've gone to introduce ourselves a little bit, where were we off to?
My wine.
I think before we fell asleep, we decided we would go upstairs after we decided to get rest.
That is true. Then perhaps we should journey them. And what about Aurelior? Do you think that he should be fine by his lonesome?
I think for now he should be able to fend for himself. He's in a rather secluded area, I would like to think.
Fair enough. And also, something has been on my mind. Do you think that perhaps we should check the door where I detected magic earlier? And got there kind of
No,
move over here.
no, that's a terrible idea.
Just no.
Gunther
why-
just looks at Gunther just
Tunko's
Why
not
would you
a-
do that?
Gunther quickly whips around and looks at Tunko. No. This is the first
No.
time I've heard you say no. What
No,
happened
are
to
you
your
dumb?
bravado and
Are you dumb?
Magic-
Yeah, I had
okay,
bravado
the
pride
thing
and
is,
fight those
magic
people.
isn't always a bad thing. Magic isn't like,
But it can be bad, and that's all I need to know.
it could be bad.
Tunko doesn't like taking
He's the
chances.
conservative.
Not after what fucking
Unless
Kasara did.
wine isn't fucking involved.
I was gonna
That's
say
so
it's
hard. You have to
not
imagine what you've done as well, Tunko. You opened the door and you found a
Yeah, I did it on purpose, hoping we would get attacked. This time, no. You open it, I'm not open. Unless
And
there's wine.
Thraxis will chime in.
Well-
I would like to remind you that I peered into that room with my familiar, and I saw no signs of the lights that would indicate the presence of the ghosts like we thought before. Whereas I did in another room further
Oh my god.
behind us.
You're
So it
right.
very well
There-
may be something entirely
Did you
unrelated.
see wine?
There was a bathroom.
Thraxis will
And I
just
don't
sign off
care.
and shake his head.
You could make
I see.
toilet wine
Well-
in the bathroom.
With what ingredients? There's nothing in this shithole. There's no wine, no ingredients for toilet wine. The two main essentials of a home they're not in you.
You got there were kind of
Wine
like
and
reach for
toilet.
the door.
Wine
we'll
and
say-
toilet wine.
Well, my curiosity is getting the best of me. Before we venture upstairs, perhaps we should investigate this source of magic.
Oh
It is
my god.
alien.
And he's
After
gonna-
I did see the illusion of,
And he's gonna
heard of the
come
illusion
off.
in my head.
Tonko's gonna push him out of the way, and he's gonna walk in the door, and he's like, "It was this one, right?"
Yes, Tunko.
A
but-
moment before all he had to say was "yeah," and then he slams the door open. Don't need to hear the rest of those
And,
unnecessary syllables.
And you look inside and you see it is a bathroom, and your attention is drawn to an iron tub. The lower walls are, again, they're clad in wood paneling, reaching up to 3 feet above the floor, while above the wood paneling is a faded mural of mountains and forests that wrap around the room. Suddenly,
Roll for initiative.
as you've kind of like opened the door and you look in, you start to hear like a bubbling noise.
There's your toilet wine, Tonko. Go enjoy.
I know toilet wine. That's not toilet wine. Fucking amateur.
I think it's toilet wine.
Oh, pause. They were
Tunko-
saying. Wait,
I'm
Tunko
being
not
told to
long
long.
rested?
I'm being told to long rest, but I'm not out of character because we weren't told to long rest, and I don't know. I want to be a little prick about this. Who needs long rests? Not me.
he said long rest.
Yeah, you can long rest.
No, that was
Why is
after
it
people long. That was after people long
He
rested
said
without asking.
before, dude. When we even started this whole thing, I
This
said,
kid's a
again.
punk
Okay,
ass.
so here's what happened. I said don't take it yet, but everyone had already taken a long rest. And I was like, it would take too long to reverse it. So just everyone's long resting is what's happening.
But then I verified at the beginning of this too.
What? Well, I was muted half the beginning of the.
That's your fault.
You
never mind.
forget this.
No, I was gonna say,
No,
whose
it's
fault
your
is that?
fault. You should have booked a plane down to my house and said space unmute, but you didn't. You didn't show
I'll do that
initiative.
next time. I'll do that
Yeah,
next time.
okay. You
Yeah.
sure you will.
Yeah, the 12-hour
Okay, so
plane
bubbling
ride
noise.
that would be the plane ride to North Carolina.
Worth it.
Okay.
Tunko's gonna step inside, throwing caution to the wind, cause it's fine apparently.
Yeah,
And
as
Gunther will sigh, kind of like go behind him.
as you step inside, you notice a foul smell. A foul odor is kind of filling the room.
That's not toilet wine.
Ugh.
Yeah, and
Can I investigate the room?
Yeah, and you investigate. You don't really need to roll for this room. You don't find everything seems to be in disrepair. It just seems like some broken rubbish and some stuff lying around. But as you look into the bathtub, you see up from the drain a strange black liquid. You now notices the source of the bubbling you were hearing as you opened the door. A very thick black liquid is starting to ooze and puddle up and come up and out through the drain as it starts to fill the bottom of the tub.
Can Tunko sniff it to make sure it isn't toilet wine? Because there's a chance it might be toilet wine.
You lean in over the tub and you take a sniff, and you know now that foul odor you were smelling as you entered the room is coming from this black ooze that's quickly, not quickly, but kind of slowly filling the tub.
Not toilet wine. Got
I
it.
see. Be careful, Tunko. It seems to be filling the.
Careful, Tunko! He's gonna, as Tunko says, that was me actually saying that. Because, Yeah, Tunko was gonna do something smart, but it's Tunko, so Tunko's gonna push him out of the way and fuck right off.
Let's see. Gunther will cast, let's see. Mage Hand.
Okay.
Gunther will cast Mage Hand and try to, like, see if he could, like, gauge anything with the Mage Hand inside the tub. See if he can,
What do you mean
pick it up or see if it
gauge?
causes any reaction. Just to see if there's any reaction with the Mage Hand touching the liquid.
Oh, the black ooze?
Yes.
Well, so you conjure up this mage hand, and again, it's skeletal in appearance. The mage hand that you conjure up, for some reason, is this skeletal hand. Kind of, you push it out, and you reach out, and you have it touch the black ooze within the tub, and suddenly, the black ooze launches up into the air, and it swallows your mage hand whole. And the liquid starts swishing back and forth until it becomes, you start to see it very, very quickly, very rapidly begins filling the tub until a sort of a human form fills. It kind of launches up from the ooze, and it seems that the ooze blinks its eyes open as we are going to begin combat here, as you have awoken.
You motherfuckers!
A sort of a. It's called a.
Come on, Tonko, why'd you do that?
In the realm of Faerun, it's called a black pudding, is what it is called.
I fucking know it! We're done. No more doors after the faintest thing of magic, we're done.
But here, let me.
Why did Tonko do
Flash
this, man?
Tunko's the one that opened it.
Tunko's the one who told it was fine! It was fine!
I didn't
Well,
know
you
it
did.
was fine, yeah.
A 0.
Wow. That is a
Wow.
0 initiative. Yeah.
Let
They're not very
Look.
good. They have a minus.
That's
They
not
have a
good.
-3 to initiative.
let me cook, baby. 20. Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
God, I love
The fucking 3. Nice.
Let's go. Every goddamn combat encounter, I swear.
Someone rolled my. Tanko is still having my dice, and that's throwing me off.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't customized my dice because that's a lot of work.
It's not.
I don't know. It
It's
literally,
really not.
It's
I
not that
opened
much
Foundry
work.
the first time I.
Ooh,
the first
there's
time
so
I
many
opened
planes,
Foundry, it
though.
was like, "What color do you want your dice?" I was like, "I'll do that."
It
Um,
did not. If I did not ask me that, and if it did, I was not paying attention.
So, pretty sure it's in. We'll tell you after. It's really easy.
Yeah,
if you,
because
there's
so
a
many
lot of different options. There's colors. You can change the material. You can change like if it's shiny or if it's not
Okay.
shiny. It's
Here,
pretty
what
easy.
I'm gonna do is I'll figure it out because Lord knows I'm almost last on the combat order. So during that time, I probably have plenty of time to figure it out.
It's like in settings. It's Dice So Nice is the module.
I see it. Oh, never mind. It's not it. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be harder. You guys go do your combat.
Anywho, yeah. So Rangil is first into the combat here. What is Rangil doing?
Well, after seeing how it reacted to Gunther's mage hand, Rangil's skeptical of doing Rangil things. So can he make? Well, yeah. Can he make a perception check to see if there's any like loose, like boards on the floor that he could like pry out of the floor?
Sorry, I'm kind of Damn. Sorry, you were looking for what on the floor?
Like a loose board on the floor that he could like pull out. 'Cause he is.
You about to use a weapon?
Roll.
Well, you know, after
hear
watching a giant black sludge devour a mage hand, he doesn't really want to touch it.
Oh, wait,
You know,
that's fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch it if I just watched that shit just fucking eat a mage hand alive. Again,
Vince, are you with
don't
that?
put me near that. Don't put
Very,
me near
very
that.
smart. And you do see a loose board. You don't know if it's a floorboard or what. You see a loose kind of a piece of wood kind of near the doorway. It's laying on the floor.
Okay, so Rangil is going to step up a little bit. He's gonna pick it up. Well, he's gonna. Should I have to roll for it, like something, to like pull it out of the floor? Or
No, so it's just
can I
a
just-
loose.
can I just
It's just a
pick it
loose
up?
kind of
Oh.
plank of wood that you're seeing there. It's not connected to
Alright.
the floor.
All right, so Rangil is going to pick it up,
Okay.
and he's going to harm. I feel like going in there is a bad idea, but I feel like staying out here is not gonna do me a whole lot.
Good position yourself.
Well, like, where would I
You could
position?
do like
myself?
smart
It's
shit.
up to you. Yeah, it's like it's whatever you think your character would do.
Roll
Can
me
I-
a perception check.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Can I cast guidance on him to help with that check?
There you
It's a
go.
19.
Yeah, he won't need it in this case. You notice that the creature, this large black ooze creature that's lurching out of the tub now, you see it's dripping. Some of its face, quote unquote, and its body is starting to drip onto some of the fabric and wooden objects beneath the tub, and you're seeing it burn away at the fabric and the wood beneath it.
So Rangil's very relieved that he elected to not punch it. And he's
But what
going
if it doesn't
to.
affect flesh? You never know.
You gotta have some alien type shit for it to not affect flesh, dude.
Dude, it looks like a fucking alien.
It's venom.
Okay. Yeah, well, that would mean it'd have to
Okay.
like it'd have to like you know what's the word? Yeah, it'd have to like combine with me to not be like bad. Anyways, can Rangil like try to move up and push Gunther back to like get Gunther out of harm's way, basically?
Push Gunther.
No,
in.
he's not gonna push. No, if it was Tonko,
We're gonna.
if it was Tonko, he would 100% push Tonko.
I'm. Hold on. Let me think about if I want to let you do that. I'm considering
It's not
letting you do
Tonko.
that.
It's not okay. Well,
Later in the
well, then I
combat.
take it back. Can
let
Rangil
me
unarmed
consider
strike
it. Let me
Tonko?
consider it. Let me consider it.
Can Rangil unarmed strike Tonko?
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
Let's see.
Oh my Go for it. How bad could this
He's not
go?
actually. He's not bad. It can go bad. It's with how low your AC is, it's almost guaranteed that Rangil
He would
hits.
do
And
a
you
lot of
go in.
damage. But
But yeah, so can Rangil like try to like move up and like push Gunther out of the way? So like out of the door and like
Do you-
towards the rest of the
do you
party.
mean you want to like swap positions with him?
Yeah. Could Rangil do that? I don't want to use Gunther's turn though. So if that like
We'll say. Do you want? Would Gunther be willing to switch positions, or do you want to stay put, Gunther?
Absolutely. No,
Okay.
That works. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, you'll switch. Okay, you switch positions with the Gunther, and he'll just lose 5 movement on his turn.
all right, and then Rangil is going to ready the board, the wooden board, and he's going to swing it, like swing for the fences.
Okay.
And since he's a monk, he has absolutely 0 proficiency.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but here we go.
Yeah, exactly. He's got no idea what's going on.
This thing.
He's got no idea what's going on. Ooh, but yeah, he's going to swing. Should I just roll it like just a regular d20 for that? Since it's just like it's just a board.
I'm trying trying to see if there's like a
It's gotta be like a
Improvised weapon.
club.
a wood.
Yeah, it is
oh,
an
yeah,
improvised weapon.
I guess
Yeah.
club would be good.
It's
That's
just
fair.
a club and a
Yeah.
board are the same thing, just one is flat.
Be careful, Ringo. It looks to see that you don't want to touch it.
That's why that's why I have this big wooden board to do it
But
for
be
me.
careful if you hit it.
I
It might
have
splash
spike.
on you.
Ah, it is what it is.
Yeah, there's nothing really that would work great. Wait, what about this? Hold on. I should have.
Give him a shillelagh. I know that exists.
I'm trying,
That's
that's
a-
what I'm trying to
that's a-
find.
that's
Or
a-
a
like
quarter
a
staff. I mean, a quarter staff.
I'm trying to find like
That's
a
what it's
staff.
called.
Yeah, but
If it, no, well, if it was no quarterstaffs are monk weapons, and there's no way this wooden board I picked up off the floor counts as a monk.
Yeah,
weapon.
he's
It's
not
just the-
proficient, so it's like.
it's just the first thing
I'm proficient in quarterstaff.
No, I mean I know in quarterstaff.
Yeah,
I'm talking
'cause
about
it's
the
a
item you
monk.
picked up.
hold up.
Oh,
Dirty
yeah,
Rollers
that's fine.
RPG, welcome in, welcome back, and
Hello.
gosh darn it, someone just followed and I missed who what the name was.
Lady Musta.
Mustela,
Lady
Mustela.
Mustela.
Thank you for the follow,
Thank God
Lady
you
Mustela.
sorry.
Yeah,
you're
but
welcome.
here, yeah, just roll me a d20. We'll just do that. We'll do a
Roll a
just a
d20.
straight d20 roll.
Let's
Lady
go.
Mustela, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
no
wonderful.
proficiency bonus, you would get this. You hit
Man.
actually.
There's no way.
Get this.
Okay, so we're fighting literally.
Do I just roll a d4?
Roll me a d6.
D6. He's blessing me. He's being nice.
5.
Hey, look at that.
Please.
5
There it
damage.
is. Just no pluses. You know, you're not getting a +3 or +2 or anything. But yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
So
nothing.
five damage.
It's 5.
So you smack into it. You see as you swing the wood board.
It eats the whole board.
Oh, there we go. As you swing the wood board into the ooze, it collides and you knock it aside just a tad. It kind of sways a little bit from the impact of your hit, but
It explodes, melting everything in the room.
Splash damage.
Rangiel takes 50 damage.
Yeah, no, so you hit it and you are taking as you hit it splashes. It's the black ooze splashes onto you. And
Gunther was so smart.
you are going to take
He does have 19 intelligence.
you are going to,
It doesn't
I
reflect.
have fucking know it by how he acts sometimes outside
The,
of combat.
the acid splashes off of the pudding and onto your body, and you take 4 acid damage.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
But then you also see the wood board you hit it with. The ooze all over the board where you on the end that you'd hit it. It all begins to corrode and fall apart, and the wood plank that you had used is now it's useless. It's now only a couple inches long. It's the entire end of it has been corroded away.
So we're losing all of our weapons this encounter. Got it.
Well, I'm also probably going to be the weakest when it comes to this encounter because I have
I
no
was gonna use my
spells.
crossbow, but obviously can't do that now because I have 1 bolt.
You should shoot it.
With my 1 bolt that I'll lose?
Yeah, exactly.
You're so smart.
I am the smartest.
The combat
Well-
did not start, by the way, Snitz.
One more time. Oh, right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's first turn. Here we go. Boom.
Hey.
Um,
I think Rangiel is just kind of gonna drop the board on the floor, and he's just gonna like Willem Dafoe look up at him in shock, like, huh? he's gonna do that one like Willem Dafoe meme. He's like, he's terrified now. He's like, I don't know what to do.
the Ryan Gosling where his nose is broken and he's looking up at the purple line. It's-
Shuffle Ringo.
but so that's your turn.
Yeah, that's Rangiel's turn.
All right, Gunther is next.
Gunther is going to let's see. Gunther is going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast
Fucking
minor
no one.
illusion, and I'm gonna try to put it like next to the ooze, kind of like in front of Rangel, like right here, and it's gonna be kind of like a smaller version of Tungo, or actually a version of Tungo as he fits in. Actually.
Oh!
So it's gonna be a version of Tungo.
Like right. Wish it would just.
I'm gonna
kinda right
say,
here.
yeah, kind of like right there, in attempt to see if the ooze will interact or engage with the illusion.
Okay, and what is that again that they have to check? The creature can determine that it's an illusion with a successful intelligence check.
Oh my god, they found the emote for the.
They did, yeah. You
Uh,
always have the exact fucking emote.
yeah, yeah, dude. Perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what Rango looks like right now.
That's so
Literally.
perfect.
That is exactly what Rango looks like right now.
That is so funny.
He swings the fucking board, and that's about it.
Perfect. Yeah. So he fails the intelligence check. Yo,
It's big now.
Hell yeah!
Huge.
It failed. Nice.
All right, but it does fail the intelligence check, so it is distracted. It has been distracted by this illusion.
Let's see, Rango, when you have a chance, be sure to move out of the door, so maybe we could close it. Maybe perhaps it is liquid in nature. Maybe perhaps ice would do something. And then Gunther is gonna kind of like, it seems to be distracted by now by my illusion, and Gunther will back up, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. So that's Gunther successfully distracting the creature with an illusion there, and then we're moving to Kosara is next.
Schnitz, would I encounter anything like that? Can I see if I did?
In your past?
Yes, it's like in the woods, in the travels.
Like,
between the cities.
Roll
If I know anything about it.
roll me an
Really.
arcana check.
An arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Do
Oh,
I know?
nat 20. Kosara yells, "Get back!" as she knows exactly what this thing is, and she knows just how dangerous it can be. As she remembers that something like this has a corrosive form in any melee attack within 5 feet of it, which you have to be in 5 feet to melee attack something. Any melee attack against this will deal back acid damage, and not only that, just like you saw the wooden plank that Myra was using as an improvised weapon kind of melt away from the acid, it will slowly degrade, and at -1, it'll subtract from the usefulness of any weapon that's used against it. And she's even with a nat 20. She's even seen it as someone had tried. She had seen someone trying to fight something like this before with the slashing weapon. And as someone slashed through it, it split into 2 forms. And as someone slashed through the next one, it split into another form. And slashing will only increase the number of oozes as they will split and merge into different into multiple creatures that become much harder to deal with, and it's also amorphous, as it can move in between any crack or crevice pretty easily, and it can climb walls, but it's pretty slow. It doesn't move very quickly. But yeah, so yeah, it's very dangerous. It's not very fast, and it can split into different forms if it's slashed, or even if it is slashed, it'll damage anyone that's trying to attack it, even without it having to attack you. So it is pretty dangerous creature.
So do I have my action still? If there was a check?
Yeah. That was a free Arcana check, just to kind of think back in a split second and remember what you can about this thing.
I wanna yell, wait, get out! Take Rangel, pull him out of the room, and slam the door behind him.
Make me a strength check. Because you could nat fail, which would be pretty funny, and that might lead to something else happening.
One.
Okay. No, you're easily able to kind of grip Rangiel by the back of his tunic, and you're able to pull him, kind of yank him out. And okay, so there you go, and you slam the door shut.
Yippee!
You just hear the
Come on,
bubbling.
Honko.
You hear the bubbling behind the door. And do you guys just want to kind of get away from it at this point?
Yes.
All right.
I wanna try to explain, like, guys, the ooze is not a good idea to fight. I've seen many fall to this stupid creature. They keep slashing at it. It's like Hydra from the legends. It keeps splitting and it keeps dissolving stuff in it. So I don't think we should deal with this. Let it stay in the
You're saying
coast.
that it multiplies into separate entities. I see.
Well, basically,
Do you think that perhaps
it's
it would
like
follow
when you
us?
chop meat, there are two more pieces, and it became smaller and smaller. But more and more.
I see. Then perhaps we should continue then. Quickly, let's get away.
Yes.
Yeah, and as you kind of discuss this, you start to see a little black ooze kind of slip under the doorway. But
It's just gonna be the immortal snail this whole
Is
time.
Aurelior gonna be okay?
That was my
He
question.
is the distraction.
You might want to move Aurelior. That'd be smart to move Aurelior from.
Aurelior is just gonna eat while we're gonna be exploring. We're gonna come back to like just bones, just dragon bones. It's like Lolly's gonna come back. Yeah, so your character died while you were gone.
Get the new character sheet.
We forgot about babysitting duties, and you got eaten by a black
You were
sludge.
eaten by the ooze.
I'm gonna
Hey, and then Guthr's gonna look.
try and pick up.
You're gonna what?
Guthr's gonna look at
On your
Guthr's gonna
shoulders.
tell Kastara. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
He's very
Well, you
very
know
large.
how-
I would rag him.
I gotta say, that's a two-person
I
job,
can
dog.
try.
Well, you know what? He's actually only 200 pounds. I thought he was a lot heavier than that, but I guess just roll his strength check then to try and pick him up.
He's a tiny little
Because he
dragonborn.
Mickey, he knows the
And he's still snoring.
very hard.
Oh, nice with a 19. Yeah,
Nice.
you're able to kind of pick him up and heave him onto your shoulder. You can kind of move him
You
along.
gotta get a diet and like drag him.
Kastara, my friend, is magic affect this creature in any way? Do you know?
I don't recall. Do I recall that?
You remember some magicians, possibly some druids that you were with when you saw a creature like this. They tried using lightning and frost damage against it, and it was no use at all. It did no
Well,
damage to it at all.
I specifically seen lightning damage and frost damage not affected. Still,
Well, I'd be-
those
yeah.
wizards gave up, and it was a smart choice, I believe.
It's our only option is to escape. Okay. Well,
Not
there goes
really.
my idea.
Gonna follow.
Then let's venture
yeah.
upstairs. Let's move. There was a stairway this way that led upstairs. We were going to venture, but we waited for you all of you to get your sleep and rest. Hunko, Rengo, quick!
Yeah, I was thinking about my wine. Get off my back.
Maybe up there's a safer place for Aurelia to stay.
Well, I also have to imagine that we did see revenants that were moving before, correct? Then perhaps maybe they can deal with it then when they cross
It's a
it.
them
Well-
problem.
Let it be their problem then.
Exactly.
Well, that's a fun-looking thing. It seems like a whole lot of not my problem.
And then Gunther will then walk up the stairs.
All right. If you keep going around that
Praxis will
corner,
follow.
if you keep going around that corner, there's a little. You can walk your guy onto that little arrow there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Can I just? No.
Yep.
It's up. It's up.
Yeah, it's like move your arrow
Bees.
There we go. And is Tunko? Tunko went up. All right.
Yeah, I'm here
And
somewhere.
so,
Happy.
we will be moving from the second floor to the third floor. Everybody here?
By the
All
way, I
right.
assume we haven't heard anything more from Winter.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. She was like, yeah, I haven't logged
It's like-
in
I
yet.
think it's just
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah,
be
last I
a-
heard, she was like struggling with Foundry or something,
Yeah,
and then we
I thought
just
she was-
never
I
heard
thought she
anything
was
else from her.
I thought
But
she
she's
was
still in the
logging
VC, so I'm
she
like, I don't know.
is still in the VC, and I thought she was logging into Foundry, and then, yeah, we have not heard a single word from her. And she's still not logged into Foundry, so... So we're just
Winter,
gonna
you're here.
keep moving. Anywho, we're going to... So you're still carrying Aurelior.
We're gonna find a place for him.
I would trust you real quick, we'll be honest with that. Gunther's gonna then venture this way. Alright. Gosara, didn't you have torches?
Nope, you ain't doing anything.
And also, yeah, just as you're
Wait,
going
no
up this up the staircase, you see you pass through a worn and tattered black curtain that shrouds the archway in front of you. After you climb up the winding staircase upward into the unknown. Wait a second.
Oh,
Huh? Oh,
Wait a minute.
huh.
Huh. Huh.
Never mind. All right. Yep. All right. You guys have climbed the stairs to the third floor of the Agensvost Holt.
Okay, so
Tunko's gonna
Gunther asked
investigate.
me-
for one.
Like in
Specific.
the in the hallway.
Yeah, specifically for wine. He doesn't give a rat's ass about any other object.
Okay, Tunko. These little gnome eyes scour around for a bottle of wine. laying around in this hallway, and it seems all you can see is discarded wood and broken barrels, paintings lying face first on the floor, where you can only see the back of a canvas. You don't see any sort of drink or wine or bottle in this hallway, in this corridor.
God damn it. Alright, that's all time was the end.
and I'm gonna look at it. And dark vision is gray, right?
Yes.
So I would see that it's very dark in here, and like hand Gunther the torch. Here you go. I don't know if you have something to light it with, though.
Hey, I also have dark vision.
I don't.
Wait, oh fuck, let me cook here. I'm gonna hear the word light, and Tucko's gonna snatch the torch. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna grab that bottle and open it up for a second so that the fire comes out of it to light the torch, and then reseal the bottle and hand it to him without saying a word, because Tucko knows how smart he is.
As you light a torch and Gunther takes it into his hands.
Well, thank you, Tunko.
He's
It was
smart
actually quite
sometimes.
cool.
Oh my god.
And Tucko's gonna grab this bottle and actually use it as a flamethrower and burn Kasara to death.
It thinks.
Now Gunther with light is not gonna venture this way. Now be careful because we don't know what was further north and forward.
Yeah, whatever. And Tucko's gonna
And as you walk into this area here, you look to your left and there's an impassable collapse of the ceiling as the rubble and wood and banisters from above in this area here have fallen and blocked the hallway from this direction. But you look off to your right and you see just on the second floor, the third floor has also been completely collapsed and eroded over time after some sort of siege or battle that took place here. And you see it's just in the same way you could fall off and fall all the way down to the first floor.
Guy almost did.
Well, it seems here that left and right are no good a choice.
Yep, and Tunko's Tunko's just gonna keep on going, not listening to a goddamn word.
Well, I see there's doors again here. Give me a magic moment.
Yeah,
and
no one
Gunther will
fucking
then
touch me.
cast. Gunther will then cast. Detect magic. Detect magic.
Where at exactly?
Right here. If you can see.
Here.
There.
Everywhere.
Put it right here, just in case it can encompass, like in the
So-
corner.
You detect faint traces of magic in actually a few places within here. You detect a faint trace of magic here in the room to the south. You detect a trace of magic here, and a sort of a magical signal here as well. That's about it.
So, I see. I now detect several traces of magic. There's magic actually down the hallway. The way we came, there might be a door somewhere there.
Tonko's gonna cut him off. He's gonna go, how about instead of telling us where it is, tell us where it isn't, huh? You think about
It
that?
is a door right in front of me, Tonko.
Then let's go.
Right,
Tonko's
right.
gonna swing it open.
And as you swing the door open, you see it's just a staircase leading.
Let's go. Oh, fuck.
That's
Go down the stairs.
Oh, that actually leads upstairs. That actually is. It goes further up. This staircase.
Oh wait, that's a. Oh.
Well, then we should probably just forget this floor and just go right on up, because I'm not dealing with any more weird goop people.
Well, I understand that, but you never know.
The door mysteriously shuts.
That
the door mysteriously shuts.
minus one.
A wind
Minus
blows the door
one.
shut. It seems,
Minus
it
one.
seems
Get the hell out of
It
here.
seems fate calls for you to
And 3 more
explore this level.
Seems fate calls for you. All right, then fate, slam open this door.
As you you violently slam open the door, you peer
Wait a
in,
minute.
and you see a strange figure that seems to be looking out through a window, and you see its back is faced to you, with its arms crossed behind it, and it seems it looks to be wearing the same armor as the revenants that you had seen of the silver dragon. And he seems to be kind of very silently and motionlessly looking out through one of the windows here.
Not wanting to fight, I'm going to attempt to just sneak past this.
Roll sneak check.
Never mind, this box looks cool.
I feel like you wouldn't even
Let
notice.
me cook. Shut up, it'd be funny if I failed. Stealth check?
Stealth check, yeah.
Let me cook 20, here I come. So I figured out how to change it.
Yeah, you're not very stealthy at all.
But does it wake up? That's not what the answer I
Yeah,
need.
you kind of creep, you hunch your back and you start tiptoeing and you crunch a stick under your foot and you look over and you try to take another step and you kick a little rubble pebble across the floor.
We do some Looney Tune ass shit.
And I should
here.
also, I totally forgot, as you open the door into this room here, you see the walls are adorned with faded murals, each depicting knights engaged in sacred rites. Above 3 stained glass windows offer a view of the chapel below. Their vibrant colors. In the chapel, you guys were above the chapel actually when you were sleeping. You can actually kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see it here. You can kind of see, you can kind of make out, exactly, that throne balcony area, which he is kind of looking out over through one of these windows. But their vibrant colors of these, the vibrant colors of these stained glass windows are a stark contrast to the aged murals on the north wall. The mural captures a sister. The mural shows a sister of the abbey wielding a sword, identified below as Sister Markovia. Opposite on the south wall, you see a mural that shows a monk in prayer, labeled Saint Andrew. And in the dim light, a single candle flickers, casting a soft glow on a revenant knight who kneels in solemn silence before the stained glass windows.
That's great. No, that's cool enough. This box looks cool. Can I investigate this box?
With a hushed
it
whisper.
was-
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was serious or not.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, okay.
Yeah, roll me an
I'm seeing scrolls and shit.
investigation.
+7. Let me cook. I'm just that guy.
Finds a bottle of wine.
No, I don't think I would. I would love it.
It's a really good investigation, but yeah, you just kind of rummage through and you don't seem to find anything of value. It's discarded, kind of worn, kind of eroded fabrics and little trinkets that have no use and broken pieces of wood and actually the box itself is pretty much shattered.
Tunko's gonna have a thought. Who says this guy's a bad guy? But he could not be happy if he sees just a bunch of people sneaking behind him. Tunko's gonna have the thought and then quickly stop, like he was crouching over. He's gonna then stand up normally and he's just gonna walk over to this guy.
Okay.
He's just gonna stand next to him. He's gonna just stand next to him and look out like he's gonna try to mimic this dude looking out the window.
Is Tunko tall enough to look out the window?
And as you walk over and stand next to him here, he suddenly he moves his head. You hear the creaking of his bones and the shifting of his fabric that somehow is not disintegrated over time, as he sort of shifts his head and looks at you. And this is his eye sockets meet yours. As he looks over and
my apologies for my preoccupation. I was offering my prayers to the beloved Marina. Her life was tragically ended by the Dark Lord, who sought to transform her into a vampire.
Damn.
But thankfully, my soul was liberated by Brother Gregor before that could happen. However, Marina's rest is disturbed, her crypt defiled by malevolence. Would you care to help an old soul like myself?
You got wine?
Oh, I wish I had something like that.
as his his teeth kind of chatter together as in a strange skeletal chuckle.
Tunko's then gonna try to slap him on the shoulder. Not be able to because he's too short, so just end up slapping him on the side, and he's gonna say, "Well, good luck to you then."
On his lower forearm.
Yeah. And then Tunko's gonna say, "Well, good luck to you," and walk away. All you needed to hear was no. All interest Tunko has
if you
gone.
go up there, I sense magic.
Oh, God.
Just give it a moment.
Yeah,
And then-
whatever. And then Tunko's gonna fucking slit like he's gonna sit against this wall like a little goddamn child pouting.
Okay.
I think Tunko should just go on, you know?
Dude, I think you might be. No, because I can't be like. No, I can't be. I can't be like. No, I can't be like Asara. No, I can't.
You already are.
Oh my
Twice.
That time, that one was
Sure.
that one was on purpose. There's a difference.
All right. Anyway, Gunther's gonna look back at the party. Guys, I think it's safe. This fellow.
As the Revenant kind of looks back and forth a little bit over his shoulder and is kind of confused as he sees you all in the doorway, and he gives a slight nod before kind of just slowly nodding his head back down and facing forward as he looks out the stained glass.
Gunther will then approach him. Pardon, my friend. Pardon, Tunko. He only has one track of mind. He requires.
As again, he looks straight at you.
Oh, Jesus.
I just wanted to do that again.
Jump scare!
It's mid-conversation. You should just do it again without even saying anything.
That would be pretty funny. Ah!
Oh my God! This one doesn't work. You should have done it with that other fucking ghost who
my
actually
mind.
was a jump scare.
No!
But
I
he
keep
kind
typing
of.
the note and this motherfucker.
I'm sorry. As he kind of looks up at you And kind of from his kneeling position, he looks up at Gunther.
Oh no, it's no trouble at all.
I see.
How do I delete that? I don't even know how that showed
Tell
up.
me, my name is Gunther Galahad.
On
What may
your-
yours be?
Gunther
Gunther with a bright
Galahad.
smile on his face, ready to entertain.
Such a brilliant name. I am Sir Morik, the Romantic.
Oh, really? Huh.
Indeed.
You know, we did speak with, pardon me, I'm looking at the notes real quick. I'm sorry, out of character right here. Did
Oh
we
my
ever
God,
write
nice
down? No, wait, hold up. Did we write down?
It's in the tomato.
Lady Lugdana.
Lady Lugdana. Okay.
Yep.
I was looking at. I had the notes pulled up, and I just could not see it. Sorry. I see. So you are a Mork the Romantic. We actually spoke with Lady Lugdana, and she said
And as
to
you
find
mention
drug-
her name, immediately his entire body sort of shakes as he looks towards you with even more curiosity.
You spoke to Lady Lagdana.
Yes.
I haven't seen her for many, many years.
I see. also
What
spoke
did she ask you? What did she say?
She told us that we should seek. Allow me to recall the names. She said, "Seek out Sir Pius the Righteous, Sir Fortis the Defiler, Sir Mork the Romantic, Sir Sonic the Poet, and Ghost of Sister Marcia, who we have actually run across before as well." He said that we may bring peace to the accursed place by seeking you out.
And he kind
Find
of,
you lost souls.
it seems like you almost get the aura. It's just his skeletal face, but it almost seems as he's smiling, as he kind of shakes his head and looks at the ground before looking back up at you.
I see. Lady Lagdana wishes to. She wishes to reunite the circle of the Silver Dragon. I assume she wants to take down Vladimir Horngard then.
She does.
So, child, she's so naive. But, if it is my help you seek, I require your assistance first and forthright.
I see it. What would this, what do you need help with?
I implore you, seek out Brother Gregor and the dilapidated Church of Brez. He possesses the knowledge necessary to grant Marina's soul the peace it deserves. Aid me in this, and I shall be eternally grateful to you.
I see, and this would be the church that's down there. And Gunther will, look down.
Indeed.
I see. I believe we also...
Sorry, I misspoke. Not the Church of Brez, the Chapel of Agensvost.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Indeed.
I see. Alright. And thanks so much for the raid, Gimme! We're in the middle of our piece. It's kind of awkward, sorry. But thanks so much for the raid. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. But I see. Out of curiosity, I did sense several magics. There is something coming behind that door close to my friend over there. Would you mind telling me, if you do know, what may be there?
And he kind of looks back, he kind of turns his head over his shoulder and looks back in that direction.
I'm not sure. It used to be that used to be a bathroom of some kind.
Oh my god, it's been that.
I see a bathroom. We did encounter a creature who was made of ooze, a pudding of some sort.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's a very horrid creatures, the ooze.
I see.
But
Do you happen to know if they have any weakness?
Let me see.
While we're hearing upon your bathroom, Tonko's gonna slowly get up like a little child and walk away.
He thinks as hard as he can, but he shakes his head.
No, I have no idea, but what news might be weak to, unfortunately.
I see. Okay. I thought I would ask in case, because you seemed to know what it was.
Well,
And I do have. Yes, sir.
I've heard of oozes before. I've never fought one myself.
I see. Now, as per speaking with Lady Lagdana, we will aid you 100%. But I do have a quick question, though. We did have come across, I believe, some of your people bearing the insignia and your crests. Are they friendly, or should we be wary of them, or are we okay with walking freely upon these halls?
And Sir Morik takes a moment as you see his skeletal head is kind of almost frozen in place as it's looking straight at you as he replies.
If you mean no harm to us, the Order of the Silver Dragon, the defenders of Agon's Vault, mean no harm to you. We were once, and he slowly kind of looks back out the stained glass window. We were once defenders of this place, and I'll even show you. I kind of forgot to show you guys this. This is kind of like the view that the stained glass that he's looking out of as he kind of peers back to the murals that are depicted in the stained glass. And we were once defenders of this place. We were tasked by Argan's Vast, our lord and master, to defend the people of Brovia against evil, wherever it may shall lie. But I'm not even sure. As he kind of looks around at the ceiling that's caving in, and the everything in disrepair, the immense amount of disrepair around him in the room that he's in this castle that you've seen so far. I'm not even sure how long it was ago that we were laid siege by a Strahd von Zorovich. He gathered his forces, a myriad, thousands upon thousands in number. They came with siege weapons and dropped catapults and bombarded our castle. And they killed our lord. In fact, many of us were lost. But our souls are tied to this place. And we will protect it forevermore. That is the Order of the Silver Dragon. We are defenders. We seek not to kill any those that are innocent in intent.
I understand. I thought I should ask because my friend here, he did encounter a few and they did pay him no mind, and we just wish to not, obviously, engage in, there's plenty of different creatures around here, and we surely do not wish to pick fights where they're not needed, especially if we're peaceful in nature.
Yes, you must be careful of these. There are spirits like us, consumed by the vile magics of Lolith, the spider goddess. For some reason, they have been infesting this castle for the last number of years. You must be wary and keep an eye out. They are very dangerous foes.
I see. I believe we've already encountered them before. We've encountered the Strider, and we did see several of your allies in combat on the first floor.
And rightfully so. They will defend the Agensvost Holt to their death.
As he kind of chuckles again to himself.
To their dying breath.
I see, my friend. Well, Sir Morik, we will definitely aid you in this journey. And we'll seek the aid of the others as well and try to find them and help them in any way we can as well.
And he kind of looks, he looks behind him kind of in this direction.
If you are seeking out Susanna the Poet,
he is in the room to the north as he kind of points a bony finger and slowly kind of raises it and points to the door here.
He's to the north, Susanna the Poet.
Yeah.
If you seek Sorry, I'm so old and dead. It's hard to remember these things.
-1.
Sir,
If
Mork,
you-
around in his skull, you
If you,
understand.
any
you
information is good.
If you seek Sir Pius. Ah, gosh, damn it! What is?
Hey, I have to know.
If you seek
Sir Pius the Righteous.
Sir Pius the Righteous, he lies in the chap. He is currently, if you can see him from here, he resides in the chapel below.
I see. And what of Sir Fortis the Defiler?
Sir Fortis the Defiler. Where did he get off to? Sir Fortis the Defiler. I think he's on the roof at this point, watching over the entrance in the rear of the castle.
I see. Yes, well, I appreciate all that you have to offer, Sir Mork. It is very much appreciated. We will aid all of you in the best way that we can.
It is my pleasure. What is it that you're doing here anyway?
Sorry, you cut out. I did not catch any
What
of
is
that shit.
what is it that you're doing here anyway?
I see, we were
Fine,
brought
why?
here. Me and Tunko, we were drugged, and the rest of us were held captive and brought here. By circumstance, there were vampires outside in the front, and we found sanctuary inside these halls. We've been adventuring ever since, trying to find our way out of here. And that is when we encountered Lady Madonna. And we have come to aid her.
Vampires have returned to Agensvost Holds, but why?
I believe we were captured with some knowledge that they would turn us over to Lord Destrad. For what, I'm not sure, but
I
we
see.
were captured when the vampires were here.
Your lot are being hunted by Lord Strahd himself.
It would appear so.
What
and
an honor.
Interesting.
I assure you that we will stop at nothing to stop him and escape this cursed place.
Well, then our aims are aligned, for I seek the very same. But please, if you're able to help me with this, and seek out Sir Brother Gregor in the chapel, I'm sure that we can help you with these vampires that are hunting you down.
I see. They do have some of our belongings outside in the carriage, so we are without... We did find some weapons, but we are rather straggly.
I see. Well,
And as Gunther says that, I approach him, the Revenant, the Maverick, and ask him, I have but one thing to ask. Is this particular room safe for staying? You see, our friend there, and I nudge my shoulder at Aurelia, needs some rest, and I wanna leave him safe. Or
As he looks up at Aurelior as he's kind of slumped
Roll
over
for initiative.
Kosara's shoulder, and he sees his dragon-like features and the color of his scales, very similar to Lord Agensvost.
you know, he reminds me of our old master, Lord Agensvost, when he would show his true form. Please, if you need somewhere to rest, please leave him here. I'll make sure no harm comes to him. My life on the line.
Thank you. But he was dragonborn. Interesting.
Well,
I wanna
Lord
put-
Agensvost was much more than dragonborn. You see, the dragonborn races of this realm, most are no more than servants used by the dragons. They're humans dripped with the blood of a dragon to combine in some strange sort of amalgamation of both man and drake. But Agensvost was of pure dragon blood. He was a full silver dragon.
I see.
I don't know how familiar you are with dragons, but most dragons can change shape. They've usually a form they address other men or women with that aren't of the same dragon lineage, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
Yes, but
Yeah.
but I
Put
don't.
Aurelian over here.
Sure. Wait, where? Like right here?
Over
Okay.
here.
As you set him down and
I don't need to bore you with the history lesson on dragons, but yes, in other words, I could watch your friend for you.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate this, sir.
We would be
We shall-
grateful.
We are forever grateful, and we will be now on our way. We'll try to venture, I guess, through this door to Sir Sonnet.
And as he kind of as he's still kind of in a prone, kind of a kneeling position with his head kind of looking towards you at the doorway there, kind of shaking.
I pray your safe return, and I pray we will be able to help each other. Farewell.
As he kind of turns back towards the stained glass window and returns to his prayers as he starts mumbling kind of to himself.
So I'm going to see Gunther by the door, and he's going to say, Gunther, you open that door. I swear to any good lord above, I will... We're not going in there. Last bathroom we went in with a magical presence had a weird do thing.
The
As you
bathroom
kind
is
of,
through this doorway right here.
As you kind of stand next to this little doorway here, you start to smell the same sort of bad, foul odor that was coming from the bathroom before.
Let's get out of
Told you
here.
guys.
It seems that
Ugh.
through this doorway, we'll be careful, because this seems to be the bathroom. But this doorway is straight to Sir Sonnet. This way.
Oh, whoops.
I don't think that's what he said.
I thought he said that for this way was...
No, he was pointing this way.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, don't question the drunk gnome. He's obviously right.
Well, we do have to make our way to Sir Sonnet. The other way past this way was blocked in. And with that, Gunther will open the door.
Okay,
Right.
he's pulling it. Okay.
This way.
But
Roll
so
for
as you-
initiative.
no, as you walk into the hallway here, you notice again. You find yourself gazing upon a section of the mansion where the roof has given way, leaving a vast 20-foot diameter hole open to the sky. Broken rafters jut out across this chasm, framing a view of the dark, rolling storm clouds above. And the floor below is a chaotic landscape of rocks, shattered tiles, and splintered beams and assorted debris. Amid this wreckage, the floor sags heavy under the weight, with puddles of rainwater accumulating in the crevices. All right, but
Now? Okay.
The Thrax.
Oh. Do your magic.
You have to with here. Well, I could, but Thrax could also
Oh,
use this
yeah.
familiar to look through the doorways.
And Thraxus will just give a silent nod and find another
like
familiar. Alright.
right on.
Alright, familiar again.
Gotcha.
Little ratty's back. God damn.
Yo, rat buddy.
Morty boy.
I name him Greg. His name is Greg.
We'll do this just because it'll be easier. Oops, whoopsie, he's not that big.
I was gonna say, goddamn, the familiar's bigger than I am.
It actually busts down the door.
The swarm is actually really good. This is actually a pretty good model for it. But all right, so you summon your familiar, your rat familiar, which also would only have that much health. And you want it to, you're ordering it to like kind of go into the doorway?
Yeah, investigate this room in the same manner as before.
Sure. Kind of
look through its eyes, kind of look around for anything important or suspicious.
Wine.
Random blood splatter.
Scuttles under the doorway, and it looks around. It kind of takes a look around, and you were able to see through its eyes again. And you see what looks to be a library with a ghostly light casting an eerie illumination. Guarding the main entrance behind, the rat kind of looks behind itself towards the door, are 2 suits of armor adorned with dragon helms and that stand sentinel. Rows of bookshelves, many damaged books, and many more missing along the walls. Dust and cobwebs lining these areas as well. A broken chair lies toppled near the fireplace, where the painting above the mantel has been viciously slashed and rendered unrecognizable. Signs of a thorough ransacking from centuries past are evident throughout. In the northeast corner, you see a pair of large oak doors, each with intricately carved dragon motifs. And to the west, an iron door. The west, an iron door hangs precariously on a single hinge, evidently forced open long ago. And the lone tome lies discarded, its cover marred by sword slashes. The faint title, well, you can't read, the rat wouldn't really be able to read it from here. And make me a perception check.
Make the rat.
Come on, ready.
One.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll have Thraxis. It'll be Thraxis's perception.
Oh, you guys should consider making the rat. Damn.
Little ready.
My rolls are horrible today.
It's not bad. 3 hours.
Yeah, with an 11.
Yeah, I had worse on the first one.
You just kind of
No,
see.
that's not the worst thing.
You just see again the some eerie light coming in through one of the windows, and it seems to be a library. Is what you're kind of seeing here.
All right, well, it appears to be some sort of library that's been thoroughly ransacked a very long time ago. But I did see 2 very ornate-looking doors to one corner. I wasn't able to see anything overtly dangerous, although there were 2 suits of armors with a dragon. It was dragon emblems, right? Or like symbols.
Right. Yeah, like the kind of carvings and etchings of silver dragon.
I did see 2 suits of armor with dragon etchings on them, but I did not see anything that appeared overtly dangerous. We may be safe to open this door.
No
or try to,
wine?
at least. No wine, no.
I would like to. My divine sense. I would like to use divine sense.
Divine sense, all right. Where are you using it exactly?
I'm gonna step closer and use it right here.
Within 60 feet of you. Okay, yeah, totally.
It's a lot.
It's a long range.
That's good.
Nice. Yes, with the big divine sensing out around you here. You do sense. Oh goodness. You do sense something here. Something here. Oh, so you're sensing you sense an undead here. You sense an undead here. You sense an undead here. You sense Sir Amoric, the undead behind you. And you sense, how far is that? Let me see if you can sense this over here. No, you can't quite sense anything over in that direction, but yeah, so you're sensing some undead here.
And the
here, and here.
The rat is extremely evil.
I believe in the
Don't talk about yourself like that, Dunko. It's fine.
rooms
Yo.
there are undead waiting for us, but they're only.
Sorry, Mary, you're cut out. I can finish. You were just said.
Oh, I cut out. Okay. Guys, I believe there are 2 more undead in the next rooms. It could be, they could be revenants, but there are only 2 of them.
Wait, what about through this door?
There was nothing there.
And that's all he needs to hear. He's gonna open the door. Oh God, fuck.
That's
Anyways.
Well, if we ever need to find some staircases, we know where to go to.
Okay.
Alright.
And with a chuckle, Gunther will look at Tunko. Nice.
Again.
You shut your damn mouth, Gunther. And he's gonna say that while not turning around. He's gonna say that while looking down the staircase.
I believe that's a staircase that goes up.
Or up. Whatever.
And then with that, Gunther will walk over to these other doors. Well, Sir Saunders was... Well, Sir Mark said that Sir Saunders was this way, so let us make our way. And Gunther will step in.
All right, now as you open the doors and kind of all walk in here, it was kind of hard for the rat to notice from kind of crawling inside and looking around, but you all now see the outline of a figure standing next to a window, kind of watching, keeping a lookout.
Gunther will look at Tungo. Tungo, do you wish to approach this one too?
You know what? Gunther, that's a damn good idea. And Tunko's gonna strut all up. All the confidence in the world.
But before you stroll up, actually, as you enter, as soon as you kind of open the doors and walk in, almost immediately he turns to face you, and he says, "Once great library of Agnesvoss Holt is no more. The tome stolen centuries ago, save for our oath celestial." As he nods and he nods at the book on the floor and continues. "If you could be so kind as to recover the tomes that tell our story and return them to a library, it is but a short list."
Tunko's gonna start counting the number of side quests he's been giving on his fucking fingers.
Gunther's gonna be like, Gunther's gonna approach. So I could assume that, and correct me if I'm wrong, are you Sir Sonnet the poet?
And he kind of gives a small bow as he looks back up at you. It is I, Sir Sonnet the poet. Who do I do the honors?
Sorry, you cut out as well.
Cut out again, yeah.
Who can I give the honors?
And Gunther will give like a theatrical bow. My name is Gunther Galahad. And then kind of will go look at Tunko and give him a little side eye. He wanted to say.
For once, Tunko's not gonna give him a thumbs up or anything. Tunko's just not gonna look at him pissed off. That's all the thanks you're getting.
And then Gunther looks back. But yes, we spoke with Sir Mork, the romantic, as well as Lady Lagdana. And Sir Mork actually pointed us your way.
I see. He must trust you then. What is it? What is it that you want from this library?
Well, it's not more so the library, but to seek you. Because we were told by Lady Lagdana to seek out you. Were one of them by
Again,
name.
a similar twist of his head, and very very intrigued when you mentioned Lady Lagdana.
Oh, Lady Lagdana spoke to you. She's been dead for some time now.
Kind of says.
Oh, it must have been the alcohol.
Very odd. What does she want from me?
She said that if we were to seek all of you out, then perhaps we could acquire aid in defeating Woodstrahd.
I see. Quite the epic indeed. You lot seek to fight Strahd von Zorovich.
Well, yes, it appears that we are hunted by him, actually. That is how we found ourselves here. We were actually captive and brought here. And there are actually vampires outside of the castle gates.
And he kind of clacks his teeth as if clicking his tongue.
Oh, no. That is no good.
I like it, this guy.
Not as good as zombie grandma though.
But of all the
That's
people
good.
that we've seek, they've all asked of us of favors. So tell me, if we acquire these tomes, as you put it, well, will that be enough to enlist your aid?
And his attention kind of turns from you to kind of scanning the bookcases around on the walls.
Yes, our lord, Agnes Vost, used to have quite the extraordinary collection of books and tomes and different scrolls and manuscripts. Everything you could imagine was held in these walls on these bookcases. Actually, it was one of my favorite places to go when I was younger. When the castle stood strong and gleamed with its intense brilliance. But nowadays, I must come in here to reminisce on times before. But yes, it would be truly a blessing if you could recover some of my favorite tomes that were missing, that tell our story, and bring them here. The fall of Argensvost, the legend of Lugdana, the Battle of Berez, the Battle of the Slinker Gates, the Lords of Barovia, and the Song of the Sunblade.
I see.
Yes, these these 6 tomes serve our humble library well and tell our history. I'd be forever in your debt, as he kind of bows before you. I'd be forever in your debt, and our history must live on and must never be forgotten. Our darkness will befall other lands as well.
You got wine?
The darkness will spread. And Gunther will immediately shoot Tunko a look. Do you happen to know where we could find some wine? Perhaps for my friend here.
Kind of tilts his head, confused.
Well, isn't there? I swear, there's a wine. Isn't there a wine cellar in the first floor of this?
Yeah, not anymore.
He's already raided it.
Well, I'm afraid. And he kind of shakes his head and looks around. I'm afraid if you've already expended all the wine in there, that's all this
He's
castle
gonna
has to
put
offer.
his hand up. He already gets the cheese. He's gonna be like, oh, okay, great. He's gonna walk away. He doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Never mind.
Also, Schnitz, can I ask, is this over here? Why is it not pinned in it?
Oh, this right here.
So now as you take a closer look, you see on
You cut out.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
He's also thinking it's.
You see next to the open doorway here, a tome lies on the floor. Its cover marred by sword slashes, but you're able to make out the title, The Oath Celestial.
He did name it, right?
Right, yeah, he kind of introduced himself by saying, our once great library of Argensvost Holt is no more, the tome stolen centuries ago, save for our Oath Celestial. It's the only tome that has some information on the Argensvost Holt that is still here.
Yes,
As he kind of steps towards you all now, away from the window.
Yes, they were. I don't know how much. I don't know how much romantic told you about our history, but as we were at one point many years ago attacked by Strad von Zorovich and his forces. You see, even now, you see even now the aftermath, the destruction that he left in his wake, him and his fiends. Even the picture above the mantle there used to be a beautiful portrait of our Lord's Agensvols. And it was one of the few paintings he deliberately destroyed on his rampage through the castle, along with discarding many of our sacred tomes. Yes.
I was actually about to ask if this over here next to it is a coffin or a chair, because it looks kind of like coffin. Like over here.
Yeah, I'm actually... until you just pointed it out, I didn't realize how coffin-shaped that bench is.
Okay, that's...
That's terrifying. And Gunther walking over here. Sir Sonnet, could you tell us where we could find Sir Pius the Righteous?
Oh, yes, Sir Pius the Righteous, he's down in the chapel.
I see, okay. And could you also tell me what are behind these doors, if we're allowed to go this way?
That was, So he kind of takes a little moment of silence as he looks towards the doorway, kind of past you. That was Sir Agensvost's bedroom before he was taken.
I see.
Bedroom's gonna have wine.
Would you mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, Tonko's not even gonna care about that, and he's swinging open this door.
Tonko!
Yes, feel free to take a look around. It's not his bedroom anymore, I'm afraid.
Yeah, before you even finish it, oh.
And as you take a look inside,
Please let us roll initiative. Let me find one interesting room.
As you take a look inside, you see stepping into the room, you're greeted by rich drapes, their once vibrant colors dimmed by the passage of time and the abandonment obscuring the windows. The room stands bare, save for a few torn carpets scattered haphazardly across the floor, remnants of former grandeur.
Gunther's gonna walk in the room.
Great. Awesome. So cool.
No. This seems to be
Tanko, you keep telling not to open random doors, and then you...
Yeah, but at least I don't find bad people. I just find not that. So, shut up.
I see. Well, there seems to be nothing of use here, any tomes to be found.
You never
Well,
done
then,
it.
perhaps-
And
For that, Gunther's gonna walk back over
is there
there.
anything else?
I didn't catch what you said, Mero. You cut out.
Even... Oh, I want to see...
Wait, one more time?
I wanted to see if there's anything of interest in the room.
So, roll investigation.
Yes.
Investigation. 1.
We love investigating.
I bet 1. When they says I'll be right, and it'll be very fun.
Let's rather stop this investigation. There we go.
So you don't see anything of value worth taking or filling your bag with, but you do notice the scratch marks upon the carpets scattered on the floor. It looks like the claw marks of a very, very large dragon that must have rested here at some time.
Truly, leading such an organization.
Yeah, and Sir Sonnet kind of overhears you.
Yes, he really liked sleeping. He loved to enter the dream world in his dragon form. But he led our forces usually in his very handsome and his form of human.
It's truly an experience to be led by a dragon. That no wonder you are so legendary.
And Gunther.
Am I still cutting out?
He was
No,
very
you weren't,
powerful indeed.
And I'm gonna look out the window.
Gunther's gonna walk
Oh, I
over
see
here and
vampires still lurking over there.
Gunther's gonna walk over here and just kind of like look at this general area and see. Can I use that?
Or do you look in? So you kind of like in this? You look in this room at all?
Yes.
And you step inside this little side room here, and as you approach the room, you notice the iron door barely clinging to a single rusty hinge, clearly forced open long ago, now incapable of closing. Inside, you see the remnants of what was once a treasure room. Empty chests, some wide open, and others broken, lie scattered about, hinting at the riches that may have once filled this room. But there is no longer anything of value in here.
Perhaps a dragon's sword. And then Gunther will kind of just walk down. In case you're wondering, there's no wine there.
But
Alright, so we do.
Yeah, there's also that one book. So he gave you the names of some tomes that if you returned to the library, he would pledge himself to help you in your charge to defeat Sir Stradvan Zarovich. But there was the one book, the Oath Celestial, that was lying on the floor there. If anyone would want to take a peek at that.
Gunther will get the book.
Sure.
Gunther will get the book and we'll walk over to Sasanit. Sasanit, I believe we have one of the books that you were requested. It was simply like there.
Well, so it's not one of the ones he requested, but that was the only one left in this library. But I'm trying to see if I can send
That'd be
this
the
to
easiest fetch quest ever.
I can kind of.
Yeah, right.
Here's
one!
Oh, it's right
You
there.
left it under the couch! Yeah, it's right there. I see that you left it on the couch.
You see on the first page, it reads, "Remember, brothers, that we are the descendants of the Order of the Dragons. Remember also that we are but rough stones and must continuously work to build our order, with the smooth stones within us. The principles of Order's life are still valid today. We must care for the mind, body, and soul. Work happily, but with humility at all times. Honor your fellow man. Our black garments are decorated with the blood-red dragon to remind us, each of us, that we must be capable of making sacrifices. Do not strive for worldly wealth. Perhaps tomorrow we might have to give an account of ourselves. We shall not know until it is too late, for excuses are not acceptable in the Order of Dragons. As true knights of the Order of Dragons, we must always be prepared for battle in either the temporal or spiritual realms. Our oaths require moral courage, and our way of life demands dedication to our knightly ideals. The true knight is, of course, humble before his fellow man." And it kind of continues. Do you want to keep reading?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go through and look at the book.
And don't feel like you have to. This isn't like, this is just kind of some a little bit of lore about the Silver
There's
Dragons.
not a big picture of a wine bottle on the front.
The oath they took.
I mean, well, I'm reading this. I mean, you guys are like, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to do anything or longer though.
And the next page reads Decalogue. The next page reads Decalogue. The knight is first of all a soldier with unswerving faith in the Order of Dragons. Second, they must resolutely defend the Order of Dragons. Third, they must faithfully obey their feudal lord so long as that obedience did not conflict with the allegiance to the Order of Dragons. Fourth, they must love their country. Fifth, they must maintain an unrelenting war against the enemies of the Order of Dragons. Sixth, they must never retreat from the enemy. Next, they must keep his pledged word. 8, they must be generous and giving. 9, they must show pity for the weak and steadfastness in their defense. 10, they must at all times champion the good against forces of evil.
I like this. This reminds me of a story that I used to listen to.
I like this.
And it kind of goes on, but let me see here if I can get. I wonder if this will. Here we go.
Nice.
And you kind of skim through. There's some more kind of information here and there, but at the end of the Oath Celestial, you see it is signed, Knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon, loyal to Lords Argensvast. You see the names Sir Vladimir, Sir Amorik. You also see, I don't know why it's not showing it here, you see Sir Godfrey, Sir Pius, Sir Sonnet, and Sir Fortis. All have signed their names to this oath.
St. Gunther will be like, reading this. Wait, Sir Vladimir.
Yes, and he kind of was kind of sitting and listening as you read through it. Yes, Peppermint Foxworth, welcome in.
Yes, Vladimir Horngard was once a very honorable and valiant knight of our order. It was not until after the fall of our great Agensvost that his mind became corrupted and he felt the darkness, hatred. He wished only vengeance. He did not seek any longer to defend or be true to his pact or to his creed. He only sought to destroy everything that stood between him and the life he once had. The rest of us, he kind of looks around and he kind of looks towards the open door where you'd entered through, kind of towards Armoric and kind of in the general directions of the other knights. The rest of us, we still seek to uphold the honor of Argensvost. We don't want to tarnish his name, even in death. We only wish to see that this castle and the valiant spirits of the revenants and knights that served here are that they find the peace they so rightfully deserve. That I find the peace I rightfully deserve, as so long as we uphold the defense of this castle in doing so.
Also, Sonnet, I understand, and quite a noble and honorable cause that you all have here.
He kind of nods.
Interesting. Let's see. My friend, where would you like this book? Surely you must keep this safe.
He kind of reaches out a skeletal hand.
I'll put it back for you. I'm not sure how it got on the floor like that.
And he just
We'll be on our way.
Be on our way then.
All right. Well, again, I will throw my hat in the ring of helping you and your friends here, and especially if the rest of our order is also willing to help, I will too join forces. Yes, please help us restore this library's legacy.
by finding the books that I had noted, the tomes that I had noted, it'd be a great honor to see this collection full of the history of Arkansas again.
And we will do our best to try and fulfill each and every one of your wishes.
Thank you very much.
And with a nod, Gunther will then start walking.
Sure. And he kind of just very calmly watches you as you all leave through the doorways before returning to the window. Sorry, this has been happening all session that I keep jumping in. And just like as you guys are about to talk, it's happened very, very often this session where I keep continuing what I'm saying as you guys are starting to speak. Don't mean to do that.
Minus one.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's been
no worries.
very common this stream, but anyways, so yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You guys have all kind of left the library in Sursana.
I see.
Shall we proceed to the next floor, or should we explore over there?
I was going to say, there was the other path that was,
Sensed one more undead.
There's also that gust of wind.
Gust of wind. Yeah.
Or open it and see if the wind comes back, and that'll determine what we do.
So you said you sensed.
I
Where
believe
did
I
you say?
sensed another undead over there. But he never. Should we go back and ask them if there are any remnants? Any more?
It's a lot of work.
Of the ones that we were looking for, you must remember that. Supplies is down the stairs.
Yes,
We're
that's-
restricted. The only one we're looking for is Fortis, the Defiler,
Could
who's
be
on the
in
roof.
there.
The defiler's in the roof. Then we have no reason to go there. True.
Then, should we then venture upstairs?
I believe.
Sure.
I think we should.
Why not?
Alrighty.
Maybe there's roof wine.
Roof wine is crazy.
Yep.
You never know.
Maybe it's
the
raining
rats are
wine.
my way.
And if not, you
No.
can always just jump off the roof and end your suffering.
That's an option. That is an option. Don't you worry. I've been thinking of it. Where am I?
And gnome cutlet.
All right.
Did you use your piece
A
of
gnome cutlet.
And so you come up onto the roof here, and let's see here. Yeah, so you climb up the staircase and you open the door that leads out onto the roof here. And you see the kind of now from the top of kind of from the top of the roof where you'd seen the cave-in on the floor below, with this giant gaping hole in the balcony and the wooden paneling here. But as you look around, you see some ballistas kind of stationed on different corners of the room, of the roof, with different turrets kind of placed in separate spots along the edges of the roof. Kind of I forget what the word is. Like there's a word for the little the raised little blocks, the indented blocks where you can shoot arrows through. I'm forgetting what it's called, but you see there's turrets kind of placed. No, it's not a peephole.
Well, it's a word. You can't think of a word, so there's a word for you.
God
Oh,
damn
yeah,
it.
he's a creeper.
Anyways, but yeah, you see some turrets. You also look kind of to the, what is that? To the east.
It's battlement.
And you see a large tower. This is kind of the door that leads into the tower, but you see a large tower that continues upward above the roof even.
Whoa.
But yeah, that's about all you see. You see the hole in the roof, the gaping hole in the roof, a testament to the ancient attack that the manor endured so long ago. The massive 20-foot diameter breach in the structure opens up to the 3rd floor, revealing a steep 20-foot drop to levels below.
I see. Well, perhaps we should venture
Where
this way. 'Cause I believe I might see something over here. It looks like.
Where is my character?
Did you not? Is he under the
rats?
Is he under the rats? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
the rats
Move
were
left.
eating
Move
me.
left.
He was just chilling with the rat.
Yeah,
No,
move left because you're in a doorway.
I'm trying.
Or move down. Arrow keys.
I am.
Arrow keys?
Nothing's working.
Battlements or crenellations or parapet?
Schnitz.
No, it's
Can you
something.
move me?
Oh, what's you can't move? Oh, yeah.
No,
there's
I'm
like
stuck in the wall.
there's like the
It's like
door,
clear.
the door right there.
Oh, it's closed? Is the door closed?
No, it's not
No, it's
closed.
open.
No, it's open.
Okay, we're just gonna
What did I do?
we're gonna delete you and put you in
No,
again.
it's open. I'm gonna say-
Hallelujah! It's
No,
gone!
just
And then
all of a
as
sudden I just hear Gunther, Gunther, I don't feel so good. And I was like, oh. As he just like deletes. Oh.
What was that weird snapping sound I just heard?
Dude, I heard a snap.
Guys, don't worry. The best one here is back. Don't worry. Oh, what do you guys do without me?
Seeing that, seeing, I believe this might be Sir. Sir Fortune's fiber.
And you look over next to you, kind of to your left here, and you see perched on the rooftop overlooking the parapet is a marble dragon gargoyle. A voice echoes out as you pass. Yeah, and as you kind of pass it, Gunther, sorry, you hear a voice echoes out to you. When the dragon dreams its dream within its rightful tomb, the light of Argan's vast will beam and rid this land of dark and gloom.
Did you all hear that as well?
And
That's a good question, did we?
Yeah, did that.
No, you would have been the only one that was able to hear it from that distance.
Gunther gets kind of here. Darkness and gloom. I heard a voice. It said that the dragon slumbers. Remind me the line.
Line!
Line.
You it said when the dragon dreams its dream within its rightful tomb, the light of Argan's vast will beam and rid this land of dark and gloom.
I see. So this must have to do with aiding the soul, aiding them. If we aid them all, then Argan's Voss will help us rid the evil of this land. Together, then just like kind of just be type in thought.
You'd kind of remember too, thinking back to what Lady Lagonda had said to you before. Where she had mentioned the magic entwined in her father Agensvoss bones holds the key to liberating Vladimir from his hatred. Remarking, if you retrieve her father's skull and place it back in its rightful resting place within the mausoleum, the spirits of the Silver Order could be put to rest.
I see. Well, Gunther will then look to everybody else. I just heard a voice, and it gave me some news. It told me that, essentially, that we would need to help Lady Ladonna with the plans in regards to getting his father's head, putting it in the place of rest in the mausoleum, and then perhaps it would clear the evil of this land.
I see.
It would appear there are simply less magics to this place than I thought. And with that, Gunther will then approach. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, I believe. See.
Yeah, go Sarah's talking.
Yeah, I would say I believe I see the one who we look for, and then Gunther. That's it.
Yeah, so you look over here, and at kind of at this corner of the rooftop here, you see an ancient ballista rotted by time and weather stands behind the battlements. Is it the battlements? I guess it is the battlements. I was just thinking it was a different. There's like another word I'm looking for, and it's not the right. It's not even the right word. Rampart. No, I don't know. Anyways, but it stands behind the rotted ancient ballista, stands behind the battlements on this tower rooftop. The fire braziers glow with a magic blue flame, providing light. The magic flames are cool to the touch, and a lone revenant stands lookout and seems to be ignoring you.
With a sigh, Gunther's like, I'll take this one. And then walk up to, walks up. Hello. Would you happen to be Sir Fortis, by chance?
No response. He seems to be peering very, very focused, looking out over the battlements.
And then Gunther will just kind of like, Gunther doesn't want to touch the guy, but will, will then kind of like Gunther will cast Mage Hand.
Wow.
Mage Hand?
Mage Hand.
Okay.
Yes, to poke him in the back to get his attention.
So you cast the skeletal mage hand, kind of conjures up in front of you as it slowly inches towards his back, and it kind of, with one finger outstretched, kind of pokes him on the shoulder. And still no response.
Huh.
Goddamn.
Oh, but he's useless.
Well, I'm not sure.
Tonko did not actually say that.
And
I
so
would
with
come
that,
up and like say, we are here from Lady Lagdana. Does that stirs anything?
No response. He seems to be very unbothered by anything you're saying or doing. He's kind of almost stuck in place, it almost seems.
I see another figure over to the west there.
You see another figure.
Yeah,
Well then,
maybe he's just patrolling.
perhaps he's under orders. Oh, perhaps it might not be Sir Fortis. Let's continue.
Perhaps.
Yeah, he's just random.
I hear the voice. It's talking to me. Oh god.
And again, he's just kind of peering out over the battlements in the same fashion that you had seen with the other revenant, kind of standing at attention, ready for an attack at any moment.
Perhaps he's not that either.
Oh. I
Let's
see another
venture
one
till
which
we
looks
find-
slightly different to the south.
I see.
Perhaps that's the one we are looking for.
And with a
And,
Sir Fortis.
Yes, as you kind of approach here. And upon reaching the roof at the front of the mansion, you come across the scattered remains of a ballista. On either side of the wreckage stand 2 stone turrets, each capped with a pointed rooftop and featuring narrow doors. Nearby, you see a revenant knight is closely examining the remnants of the destroyed ballista. And see, what did you say to him?
Sir Fortis.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Gunther Galahad. I was sent up here to talk to you.
No. As he kind of he doesn't even turn to look at you, but he continues responding.
And who I dare ask would send you to find me here?
Lady Lagdana.
And suddenly he does look up at you from his place beside the ruined beside the ruined ballista.
I see. Well, why would she send for me? She's long since been passed.
As we've been told, we did encounter her apparition, and she did send us to reach out to you in order that we may bring peace to this accursed place and restore Agensvoss to some of its glory.
Well, you could see here, the remaining ballistae are on the brink of failure. For centuries, we the Knights of Agensvoss have withstood the relentless assaults of the Dark Lord. Yet now, we confront an unprecedented menace. Our own brethren. The Revenant Knights are being ensnared upon their resurrection by a malevolent spider queen. She twists them into her minions, turning them against us. So Vladimir dismisses them as mere trifles, but I fear their growing threat may soon overwhelm us. Do you know of the monsters which I speak?
Were they perhaps spider and human-like in nature? Or they had a humanoid figure and spider-like appendages?
And then kind of a strange gust of air kind of passes through his teeth.
Yes, they are. They're twisted revenants like us.
And he kind of pats kind of a fist against his chest.
Like us, but they've been twisted by dark magics.
See, hold on, sneeze. Oh God.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But I beseech you, find the lair of the Spider Queen in the ancient ruins to the southwest of Agensvoss. Vanquish her, then bring me her head as evidence of your triumph. This act would not only extinguish a grave threat, but liberate our order from this unspeakable horror. Succeed in this quest, and you shall earn my eternal gratitude, along with the assurance that Agensvoss and our fellow knights are finally free from this dark, twisted nightmare.
I see. Yes, we will aid you on this journey. Or aid you in this quest. As we have already spoken with Sir Amorg, Sir Sonnet, and the ghost of Sister Messia as well. We will each aid you, as we have promised with Logdana.
I see. So, what you're saying, Logdana is calling for all who signed their will to the oath of the Silver Dragon, then?
Yes, and she wishes her father's skull to be put back in the mausoleum as well.
I see. Well, if you are to find the aid of Amoric, of Sonnet, and of Pius, and of myself as well, I'm sure we will be able to deal with Vladimir Horngard at last.
Then yes, consider yourself a deal. We'll aid you.
Fair enough. Well, is there anything more you need from me?
I was going to say, perhaps, do you know of better armaments for myself and my friends? We were captured here and brought against our will. That is how we even entered into your halls. Perhaps we could arm ourselves, we could defeat this spider-infested nest that you want us to venture out into.
Well, unfortunately, there's not much more to speak of as far as equipment or gear. It's all been lost to time and thieves and ransackers during the siege of our castle. But there is a very sacred item. Have you ever heard of the Sun Sword?
I don't believe I have.
The Sun Sword is, in my humble opinion, one of the most powerful weapons in the fight against darkness. Forged many thousands of years ago by magics I do not even understand. A piece of it lays within that tower there.
As he outstretches an arm and kind of points to that tower that you had seen kind of before to the east.
But if you wish to open it, you will need the key from Vladimir Horngard.
I see. And where will we find this Vladimir?
And he kind of just reaches up a hand in the air, a bony skeletal hand, and he points downward.
Vladimir Horngard lies in the room right below me. I'm sure of it.
I see. Then perhaps we should procure this weapon of sorts and take us on a quest. If it is, in fact, a great weapon, as you say.
A weapon like the Sun Sword would make quick work of any vampire.
Oh, of any vampire? Well, should I also inform you that there also are vampires at your gate, or right below at the front of the castle?
And he kind of, just hearing that there's these sickening creatures that laid waste to his castle and his friends and family so many years ago, that they're so nearby, he starts to release a strange sort of angered sound coming from his bones.
Disgusting, vile creatures. Why are they here?
Well, it would appear that we were kidnapped and brought here, and the kidnapper the person who kidnapped us made deals with the vampires and was actually going to ransom us to Lord Strahd. And I'm not sure why they brought us here first, but there were vampires that we escaped, and we found sanctuary in your halls. That's how we escaped them. They are right below looking for us right now.
I see. Well, if you seek help to take them out, I'm sure that Sir Pius the Righteous on the first floor of this castle, I'm sure he's in the chapel, as he always is, praying to the end of time, that one. A little too pious, if I say. But he sits in prayer in the chapel. I'm sure you can find him and seek his help against the vampires that are hunting you down.
I see. Because that would be great, because they do have our gear in a carriage out front, but this is impossible for us to get there without engaging in combat. And I fear that we would be ill-equipped to handle them.
Yes, seek out Sir Pius. He will be an invaluable tool against the monsters of darkness.
I see. And would you wager that we first seek out Pius before seeking out this Sir Vladimir? Or should we... What do you think would be wise?
I would recommend against facing Vladimir without the Knights of Agensvast at your side. Vladimir has lost his mind, deranged, twisted by hatred and greed, and vile emotions that have ruined his oath. He knows this as well as all of us do. But he cares not what we think or what we believe. And I'm sure if he saw outsiders lurking within the walls of Agensvast, he would not be nary too happy, but joyful. If you wish to continue living, I'd say, don't face him alone. Find find some of us. The ones you've mentioned before, the ones with the others of the order that you've spoken to. Seek them out before facing Vladimir.
I see. Then perhaps you're right. Then we will aid all of you. Then we shall face this Vladimir and acquire the shard of the Sun Sword you speak of.
Fair enough. Well, if there's nothing else you need, then be quick. There's not much time. The spider menace is quickly overtaking our castle, and I don't know how much longer we'll be able to hold out.
We will do our best to aid every single one of you. And with a nod, Gunther will then kind of walk away.
Farewell.
All right. Well, yeah, that is Sir Fortis letting you all know that that the spider attacks upon the castle are not random, or not as random as it seems to some of the other inhabitants of this castle, but are definitely targeted attacks by a spider queen lurking in a lair somewhere south of the castle.
Wonderful, more
While we were
spider.
discussing,
Yeah, I guess
I
that is
just-
the point here.
The one more time.
I wanna look through the wall to see if vampires are still down there.
You'd
Well,
actually
to see if they're
you wouldn't see them over here where you're looking over the wall here, but you would notice a kind of a pillar of smoke coming up from the ground, from the floor, kind of down to the east here. And as you look over, as you peer over the battlements down to the ground floor in front of the castle, you see that they've made a camp. Are waiting because they know they have all of your gear and your belongings in that van, and they appear to be kind of camping out in front of it for some reason.
So, did you know? I'm like asking Gunther and Rangel. Did you find out what Sir Fortis wants with us?
Yes, Sir Fortis wishes us to attack the Spider Queen. Apparently, the remnants are being corrupted by the Spider Queen, and we have to bring him her head as evidence and proof, and that will gain his favor. He also spoke of a sun sword and weapon that we might be able to get if we also gain all of the favors. We need to fight Sir Vladimir. Apparently, he is the one who's been lost, and it would be unwise to fight him without the aid of the others.
As you mentioned the Queen of Spiders, you see one of Kasara's ears twitch, and like, goddamn spiders. I bet LOL was as her half-elven hate for that goddess presence. But also, I noticed that vampires are waiting for us. They decided to use our belongings as sort of a bargaining chip. They're just camping right near the
bait.
wagon. Or bait, perhaps.
Gunther will have like
Yeah,
a look
that's
of
better word.
disgust on his face.
So they are definitely not letting us just take our stuff back.
Let's see. Well,
They're definitely not letting us go.
well, Sir Fortis also said for us to go to Sir Pius, and he will actually aid us in clearing out the vampires so we may get our gear. And perhaps then we can face the Queen, the Spider Queen. Then bring Sir Fortis her head.
Is he perhaps in that tower?
He is
Sir
not
Pi-
in the tower. The tower is actually where they're keeping the shard of the Sun Sword. A mighty weapon against the vampires, which we cannot get without the key of Sir Vladimir. But in order to get the key, we would have to face him. And Sir Fortis said not to do so without the aid of the other knights.
So I believe we have one other remnant to find, and also to actually do our tasks we promised them.
Which is true. And, you know, I mean, two birds, one stone. Didn't the ghost of Sister Messia want her bones at the church as well? So we just bring the bones to Sir Pius. Surely he would know where to put them.
I believe so.
Then let's be on our way to the first floor.
Seems our path
To the
is clear
first floor.
then.
Sorry, what did Bryce say? I didn't hear.
He said it seems our path is clear then.
It would look so.
Yeah, sure. Doesn't
Uh,
matter. There's no
Rango,
wine.
Myro.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone's heading
We're
down,
moving.
down to the first floor.
We're moving. Sorry, my brain unbrained.
You're chilling.
Your brain on brain.
Belt.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of just like does that sometimes.
Moon Talon, angry sounds coming from his bones. Me every time I wake up.
Yep.
Very funny.
There was a sense of magic I did sense this way as well, but this is also another crickety pathway that, you know, could be dangerous.
Whoops.
And our paladin's just going.
Kosara just like marches fucking down there.
Just walks down.
Yeah, you can enjoy those Driders and Revenants. I'll see you later.
Kosara's just taking a shortcut to the first floor, guys. It's fine.
See, do you just kind of like look into this room here?
I just look around from the ledge, look down, and then look into the room. If there's anything. There's no one there, so I'm not stepping in.
Gunther will kind of look past Kosar and would like to look at the kind of like investigate through the opening.
Roll a perception check.
One.
Gunther does not see anything. Just looks. Well, you see the room in ruins. You see tables and cupboards and smashed wood and rubble from the ceiling, and pieces of the floor falling down to the ballroom beneath. But you don't see anything of value, I should say.
Alright, you mind bringing your rats to check this door over here? Where your
Cool.
rat?
Where did my rat go?
Where's Greg?
He's upstairs. He's up.
He's right here.
He's vanished. He crawled up Grisar's armor.
And
So yes, Lexus will send the rats under the door to investigate the room
alrighty,
in the same manner as before.
right on.
This rat proves more useful than Tanko sometimes.
Yeah,
More taco sometime.
Wait, who's more
Yeah.
I did not catch that.
No one. No one's more useful than Taco.
It's not okay.
She said the rats are more useful than Taco sometimes.
you look through the rat's eyes around at the ruins around, and you see the south end of the room again, like the floors before it. The floor has given way, now leaving it vulnerable to the whims of the weather outside. Scattered about are the remnants of furniture, now broken and buried beneath rubble in the class floor above. But yeah, you're not really seeing much else with the rats there.
It seems to be just another room fallen to ruin like the others on this side of the castle. Doesn't seem to be anything too interesting in there.
At least through the doorway here,
open the door.
Gunther didn't see anything, but maybe someone else would have a better chance.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see much through the doorway, but perhaps someone else would like to look through.
Thraxus will
Sure.
step in and check.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a perception check to check through the doorway.
Where is it? There it is. How my rolls have been lately, who knows?
Perceive.
14, nothing.
Ever so slightly better.
You don't see anything. 9.
I don't
Also, Kosara isn't really. She just sees the same kind of rubbish and ruin and trash.
This room is
It's
a
just
mess. Should we open the door though? What do you think?
Sure.
Well, then I shall open the door. Together we'll open the door and kind of step inside lightly.
Okay.
Nah.
And
There's no
can
one
I
there.
investigate this over here, just to see if there's anything of use?
Yeah, you see it's some sort of crate with two doors on it, and you kind of take the flimsy door that's hanging on one hinge, and you peek inside, and it just looks like cobwebs, dust, and more debris.
Let's see. Doesn't seem to be anything of value in here. This is another destroyed room.
But is Rangiel taking a peek in that door there?
What? That is one hell of a dice.
I was gonna say, your dice great, but that roll.
Rangiel, make me a dexterity saving throw.
No! By such pretty dice.
Ooh, as you peek into the room with a nat 1 perception check, as you try to perceive what you can see from the room, from the doorway there, you kind of stumble on a rock, which then leads you to almost slipping and almost falling out of the 40-foot fall down to the ballroom floor. But you're able, with your quick reflexes, you're able to catch yourself before you would fall.
Jesus, Rangel, don't scare me like that.
Ringo, are you okay?
Chunko's gonna point and
I'll
start
be
laughing.
okay. Ringo's
Chunko's gonna
pull himself up, and he's gonna brush himself
That's
off,
just
and
fun.
he's gonna disregard the gnome because he knows the gnome has anger issues.
What does the gnome laughing sound like?
fucking dumbass.
Thraxus will glance down at Tunko and in Gnomish tell him, I would be careful about laughing in such a way at someone who could clearly punch you across the hallway.
Well, maybe I could probably just push him over. Oh, so yeah.
What? Like,
Yeah,
Gunther
I
will whip around. You speak Gnomish as well.
I do.
And Kasara
I-
just, what is going on right now? They're all
The
speaking
grown-ups
Gnomish.
the grown-ups are talking. God.
Yeah, all
And then with that-
Kosara and Rangiel, all you're hearing is
You're hearing Simlish, that's what you're hearing?
He's so good at
Heavy
English, by
wobble.
the way.
Oh, there's Law! Oh, sorry, I missed it
Hey,
tonight, gang. I
Law.
said them out. Law!
It's fine,
Oh,
don't
man.
worry.
Don't
There's
worry,
been zero
lols.
fucking combat.
Yeah,
Except
you're
for
safe.
Sora carried you, you're fine.
Aurelior's in a safe place over by
For now.
Sora Mori covered.
We did see some ooze in that room too. I'm worried about that.
I would say
And then-
you did miss a lot of lore. I would recommend maybe watching the VOD or kind of skimming through the VOD a little bit. A lot of cool like lore about this
True.
area and the
Yeah, like
Order
my
some
note
dragon.
today, I had to create another note specifically for the codex that said, so you can look over it. Like, oh, celestial.
yeah no
Maybe it's
no
some-
combat this session. Really? Well, besides the slapping the ooze with the wood plank and then shutting the door.
Yeah,
Gunther is going
Um,
to now walk fully into this room.
but yes, in response to them being surprised about the Gnomish, Thraxus will, in
yeah.
common, Thraxus will in common respond with, yes, I learned Gnomish while in the company of my mentor, who is also a gnome.
A gnome
He taught it to me.
I'm probably the better gnome, and he's gonna walk away.
But yeah, you walk in here and you don't really notice anything. at this point.
Tonko hasn't rolled for perception yet.
That's true.
That's true.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Unlike someone.
He probably has like negative. He'll probably roll like a -2.
Well, I have
that
plus
one
5.
fails
I have
saving
plus
throw.
5. So good
I
luck.
have
with
plus
that.
6.
Oh my god.
We rolled the exact same thing, just
Damn.
not a 1. I wish he rolled a 1. It was slipped through my legs, bro, and just fucking falling off.
Like a bowling ball down a broken alley. Yeah, you know, with those 7, you kind of peek in and you look around and you squint your eyes, but you're not able to see anything either.
We're stupid as shit.
Alright, friends.
Tell him
Now
asking.
let's go downstairs. Let's go to Sapias quickly.
Hey,
And
hey,
also
Tonko,
beware,
come here.
the ooze might be here.
Hmm? Yeah, what up?
Come here. You want to know how you can get down faster, Tonko?
Yeah, I already fell down there once, asshole. And he's gonna walk
can-
away.
Can Ringo pick up Tonko?
I let it happen. I let it happen.
I let it happen.
I let it
okay.
happen.
All right,
No,
yes,
I
you
let
can
it.
pick
No,
up-
listen. I let him do it outside of roleplay. In roleplay, Tunko's obviously struggling.
Well then, roll a strength check.
I have to roll. Yeah, okay.
Rengo, what are you doing to
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so sad.
With
Doesn't matter.
you kind of grab him, you kind of grip him to pick him up, and he just yanks
This is
his
so
arm.
sad.
He yanks his wrist out of your hand or out of your grip. And he's
This is a bad day. It's a bad day
Yeah,
for
it
Ringo.
is. He's gonna look around. He's gonna say, "Sit down, little bro. The big badass gnome will take care of it."
That's crazy, dude.
Rengo, be careful when you go down there, because the black ooze was there.
Yeah,
Don't
Tonko,
worry,
get on
I'm
first.
the badass gnome.
Yeah, lead it, Tonko.
Move
Lead us,
aside.
Tonko.
Move
Yeah, you
aside.
go
Gunther,
get him,
just
Tonko.
Get this, be my guest.
Move aside. The badass gnome is taken care of.
Rengo!
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold the fuck
teleport.
up. Wait, hang on. What the fuck? What is he doing here?
What? What are you doing here? I'm kidding. Tonko's gonna be here.
Uh-oh. Wait, I can't even see the second. I can't even
But
see
like,
the second
actually,
floor
why is he here? Hang on.
yet. Awkward. Okay, there we go. Oh, there he is. It's Aurelior.
Starts up. What are you guys laughing?
No, but he's
Yeah, you got there.
yeah, he's still upstairs.
You got there wrong. Then press forward.
Okay.
Like all dragons do. All day like he's
Follow.
sleeping.
We're down here. Want to stay away from the ooze.
All right, and then continuing
Where's
down
the
to
wine
down to
cellar?
the first floor. Oh, whoops! I may have done that too soon. Wait, why are the? Oh, whoopsies.
Well, we're good? What
What
happened?
did you do?
No,
What's happening?
They're good. They're fine.
Oh, yeah. We're back.
I'm scared.
But, wait, are you guys all there though? I feel like someone didn't move.
Zara, I don't see.
Tunko's ignoring all of you guys. You guys
I
where he's
did
going.
move already.
Where
we
are
don't-
you?
We don't see. Oh, there you are. Okay,
Yes,
I
now that- there she is.
Oh,
now.
yep. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
just under the talking.
Let's see. Which way was it to the church? Was it through these doors?
Definitely this way. Definitely
And then
this way.
Got his Tonko, the wine's gone.
No, there's gotta be a bottle or two.
Tonko.
He's gonna at least grab one of the broken bottles and hold on to it because he broke his last one like a dumbass.
Tonko, remember. Oh, you weren't there. But Sir Pius, if we find Sir Pius, he will help us get rid of the vampires out front, and you can have your wine back. They're 20.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care. He's
Again,
gonna grab
you-
it.
One that's poisoned.
Again, you look around. Is that winter? Okay.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was
that was
winter.
winter. Interesting. Very interesting. Hope you're okay. Hope winter's okay. I hope everything's all right. I mean, I hope nothing happened to her baby
Are there
or something.
broken bottles?
Yeah.
on the
Again, you look around and a lot of the bottle, almost all of the bottles are either missing corks or are spilt on the floor and their wine turned to
Not
vinegar.
what I'm looking for. Are there like bottles intact that I can use as a shank? I'm asking.
Oh.
We're bringing back the bottle shank.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, there's an empty bottle. There's a bunch of empty bottles.
Boom. Yoink.
Sure.
I deleted my last one when I broke it, so.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you grab a broken
figure it
bottle to use as a shank.
A
Very
bottle for the
nice.
step.
You know what? Can I grab 2 and dual wield the bottle? Let me go.
No, you're not proficient in dual wielding.
Oh my god.
Homie
fine.
really just wishes he had rolled the fucking rogue instead of a bard at this point.
I know,
Dude,
right?
Literally.
Yeah, you
You're
should have done that.
You're like
could-
smacking people.
I could-
You're breaking bottles to use as daggers and sneaking
That's
around.
because I don't have my shit.
You would love a rogue. You would be a great rogue.
I could. I think I can multi-class. I just wanted to set it up
Yeah,
because it sounds
you
so
should
fucking
multi-class,
complicated.
honestly.
Well, I
Oh,
would
fuck it. We'll talk about it
I-
after the session.
I wouldn't multi-class. That's not like super favorable. If you want to make up like a fully fleshed out bard, that's a lot more powerful than multi-classing into a rogue when you don't even know exactly what you're doing with all the features that you'd get
Good.
from
Okay,
that
good.
multi-class.
God is telling me what to do, so I think I'm.
God
losing
is
the
telling me what to do. The God of the
But I think if you
like a
fully
god
committed to
mind.
a full level 7 or level 8 rogue, you would love it. It's actually so much fun.
Next, during the Star Wars shit, we'll see.
There is
This
a
way.
Star Wars rogue equivalent.
I believe it is
All
all
right.
this-
Yes. So you remember behind the dining room with these statues with the glowing red eyes, and as you open the doors into the chapel, you see Sir Pius the Righteous sitting in front of the
Praxis is
altar.
just
Kind of similar in fashion to Wayward Son. Thank you for the follow. Similar in fashion to how you saw Sir Morik the Romantic kind of kneeled before the stained glass. Sir Pius the Righteous is very much kneeling and praying in a very similar way as you approach. And as you, I should say this too. As you enter the chapel, your gaze is drawn upward to a wooden U-shaped balcony, the one that you all had fallen asleep on, supported by cracked wooden pillars. The spiral staircases and narrow archways to your north and south twist upwards towards the balcony, while the barred door in the north wall suggests the forbidden secrets. At the temple's east end, a stone altar adorned with a rising sun bas relief is framed by iron candelabras. Behind it, tall windows of stained glass depicting sacred scenes rise majestically. One of the windows, however, lies shattered, and its colored fragments scattered across the floor as a thick fog creeps in. Shrouding the chapel in mystery. But you see also an undead knight kneels solemnly at the altar, while in the dimness, 2 more undead knights stand sentinel flanking the sacred space. Just to kind of give you characters what you're seeing as you walk in.
Right. Yeah, Gunther will then. Sir Pius.
You have crossed the threshold of the Chapel of Mourning uninvited.
As he turns to face you.
Speak now or prepare to die.
I see. Wait, Sir, Lady Lugdana. We were actually. She sent us here to find you.
Lady Lugdana is long since dead. Speak truth, human.
This is the truth. I could cast, if you would love me to, I could cast the Zone of Truth on myself and you would know it to be true.
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Holy
With
shit.
that, with the Zone of Truth, that's a very good way to kind of assure that you're telling the truth. And with that, Sir Pius is aware of the effects of a spell like Zone of Truth, and he kind of nods his head.
I suppose maybe you are who you say you are. What brings you to my chapel?
We spoke with the others as well. We've spoken with Sir Fortis, Amorc, Sonnet, and the ghost of Sister Messia. Lady Lugdana told us to aid and find all of you, so that way we may bring peace to this land and rid the evil that is here.
Oh, I see.
And as he kind of turns back towards the altar and the stained glass windows in the church.
I see. So,
Lady Lugdana, and this is kind of like the altar and the stained glass windows up ahead. But
I see. Lugdana wishes to rekindle our order, our sacred oaths signed with our own blood. Well, I'm sorry for the abrupt and maybe rude way of welcoming you. Welcome to the Chapel of Mourning. We have not had visitors of the living for some time.
I see. So tell me, we have gotten requests from the others, but we also... what would your request be in order to gain your favor, perhaps, and aid us? I've also spoken with Sir Fortis, and he also did inform me that in order to defeat Sir Vladimir, we should enlist the aid of everybody, including you, yourself, and perhaps also rid the vampires that are out front of the castle gate as well.
What do you mean? As he kind of, his head kind of tilts, confused. Vampires at the gate? What are you talking about?
Yes, there are vampires at the gate. We were kidnapped and brought here against our will. That is how we happened upon the Argensvost.
Oh, goodness.
And our captor was slaughtered by the vampires as well, but they are out front, with our belongings, everything, in a carriage outside, in the castle's front. Sir Fortis told us that we should talk to you about this in hopes that you could help us get rid of them, and perhaps get our gear so we may be able to help all of you and Lady Logdana.
Oh, I see. Well, that is quite the predicament that you found yourself in.
As his gaze kind of meets yours again.
Yes, I can help you with these vampires outside. But if you wish for me to help you face Vladimir Horngard, and truly then four more to face Lord Stradford Zorovich himself, I will need your help. After I help you, I will need your help with something as well.
I see. And, of course, what would your favor be?
It would mean the world to me and my men here if you could restore the Chapel of the Morning Lord to its former glory. A gift. The icon of Ravenloft was given to Lord Strahd before he turned to darkness. He is no longer worthy of such a gift. As he kind of, you hear his bones kind of clenching together as his fists tighten. It resides in the chapel of Ravenloft. Retrieve this, and I will teach you. I will help you with what you seek, and I will help Lady Lagdana and the other Knights of the Order in cleansing this place and restoring it to its former glory.
It should be so, as you wish.
As you command. Knights, as he kind of snaps his bony fingers, and he turns to the other remnants in the room as they suddenly kind of come forth and face you all on either side of him. It's time we give these. It's time we run our bones back into the fray of battle once again. Now, let's seek out these vampires and stake them in the hearts once and for all. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. There it is. There it is. You have found Sir Pius the Righteous, Sir Omoric the Romantic, Sir Sonnet the Poet, and Sir Fortis the Defiler have all been found, and you know what it will take to get these very powerful allies on your side to help you in your charge to defeat Strahd. But until next
what's
time,
that found?
Huh.
Wine was not found.
Well, we'll find more wine.
So overall, pretty shitty
thank
session.
everyone. Bonus to
No, it's the
Wow.
But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys had fun. It was a very fun session getting to finally see some role play, some interactions, the party opening up and kind of explaining their goals and where they want to and why they want to be helping each other in this situation so dire. But until next time, we will be getting out of here. If you want to follow our raid, we'll be raiding over to another smaller streamer. We love supporting our fellow streamers on this website called Twitch. Have a good night, guys. Farewell, Dirty Rollers. It was good seeing you. I hope you guys enjoyed all our new follows. Thank you guys so much for joining us. But we will be, let's see, we can raid out to, we'll be back to next Saturday. Anyone that's new here, or every Saturday we do our D&D streams. Other days of our stream week are variety streaming. Check out Sinister Jest, another streamer here, who does variety games. He does a bunch of cool stuff. He does Dead by Daylight, Marvel Rivals. Check out Moon Talon. Moon Talon does a lot of Marvel Rivals and DVD as well. Check out Fresh Space, playing Tunko, the gnome.
Sometimes.
He does sometimes stream. He does some GTA streams. Check him out. Check them all out. All of our players here, our fellow streamers. As we are going to be raiding out. But to where? Let's see who's online right now.
If you want, we could rate Pirates of the...
To where?
Pirate Software. I have someone who doesn't have thousands of viewers.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about Pirate Software Raid.
Okay.
If you have 0 ideas, I know someone. Larry's IRL sister streams GTA.
She streams GTA as well?
She just became TACMed today, so she's been busy.
Interesting. Maybe raid to another Dungeons and Dragons streamer.
We cool.
There's none online this second. Let me see.
No way, there's no one on Twitch streaming D&D right now.
I know there's a few. There's a handful.
I see you pretty high up on the first page.
Because we have 3 chats here.
That's also true.
We're spreading.
I'm trying to see which one looks like cool. What kind of
It's high quality.
kind of cool looking stuff we got here.
There's a lot of big maps.
I dropped the lore into discussion, the notes.
Thank you, Maruch. Super helpful.
On the bottom, I have someone that looks sick as hell with the little people. Bottom page, just Tyler. That one's the one that caught my eye with like the big city.
or some shit, bro.
Just
Tyler.
Just Tyler B.
Just Tyler B. Let me see here.
Hell yeah.
Big booms.
Big booms.
Big vibes.
Big booms. Oh, just Tyler B. Oh yeah, that is pretty cool looking. I actually did see this one, Glimmering Hope.
This is the only one that caught my eye.
Yeah, one of their players is is that the Dungeon Master? Never mind. I thought one of their players was an ooze, but it's just.
I really was hoping they were an ooze.
Yeah.
There's like a
we'll be raiding over to Just Tyler B. If anyone wants to, if you guys want to follow us along on the raid, it would be much appreciated. Love supporting our smaller streamers. Let's get that started. Farewell, guys. We'll see you guys either tomorrow or next Saturday for our next D&D stream. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Farewell. We'll see you guys later. Just Tyler B. Farewell, everybody. Thank you guys for playing. All our players, thank you so much for playing. As always. My pleasure. So much fun. So much fun. But we'll raid over to Just Tyler B. It does look like a very cool setup that they got going here. But until next time, we're starting the raid. Farewell. See you guys over there. Bye-bye. Good night. Farewell. Take it easy. Don't
do the
hurt
awkward
yourself.
thing where you just keep saying bye.
All right, goodbye, bye-bye, good night, bye-bye, farewell, good night, bye-bye, farewell, good
Bye.
night,
When can I rage you?
good night.
Bye, boy.